The fools of today know nothing of the mysteries of the past. They walk down streets built upon the bones of fallen empires that gave them their technology, their magic, the very blood that courses through their veins. Great empires once ruled all around. The first occurred when man was just a scavenger. They were the Salas, snake men as the ignorant call them today. Their magic was strong but dark and connected to the foul outer gods. This connection would be their downfall as the outer gods charge a steep price for their knowledge. In the end, their dealings brought a cataclysm down upon Ura that nearly destroyed all life. What remained clawed slowly out of the devastation and began to rebuild. As they did, they found the remnants of the Salas. They discovered their cities, science and magic, even some of their experiments. They took the magic as their own, swearing not to abuse it as the reptilians had, as if they could resist the allure of its power. They might have sworn off worship to the outer gods, but they were playing with the same fire. They called this the Age of Wonder, and the imbeciles still look back upon it with their stories of fables and romance. True, there was more magic, science, and prosperity then, probably more than at any other time before or since. They were as ignorant as the fools today. Their meddling led to the weakening of the weave between the worlds, and through this weakened weave, the Celestians were able to emerge. The Gilded Ones, with their beauty and perfection, soon took control of everything, and then began fighting amongst themselves and using man as their pawns. Eventually, those who fought against them closed the hole between the worlds, cutting them off from the power that made them godlike. Overnight, they went from being gods to merely powerful mortals. Mortals that could be killed. The last of the most recent follies from man was the unenlightened glory of Rozar. The greatest of man's empires, it stretched farther and more significant than any man's nations throughout history. The fools of Rozar believed themselves superior to all, and they pushed against all other races. They thought if they could force them into the worst corners of the world, or even exterminate them, they would have harmony and a perfect world. Little did the Daleks realize that man is his own worst enemy, and the Empire crumbled before even 1,000 years had passed. Now Ura is a fractured land divided up between rival nations, dark magic, and the worshipping of foul gods is once more on the rise as the lessons of the past have all been forgotten. Now these fools will bring down the same calamities as their ancestors. And my fellows and I will watch and laugh. Oh, how we'll laugh.
What did I? Well, hold on. We're live now, so let's. What were we talking about?
There was a boot that just flew past here.
A boot?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, thank you, Dylan.
No, he's giving it to us.
There's a wild.
That's all I asked for. Okay. Oh, you know what? Oh my God. What was the Kids in the Hall? I'm sorry. We'll introduce the show here in a second.
The Kids in the Hall. Yes.
Remember the boot to the head from the Kids in the Hall? And where it was like they would just be sitting around. There was the one scene where they were reading a will, and it was this really big, long table, and the guy's reading the will. And I give unto my son, Brett, a boot to the head. And then it just like it pans to Brett, and then his boot just comes from off screen. Bam! Hits him, and he falls to the ground.
I did a comedy showcase with Dave Foley as the guest host.
Really?
He joined us in the writer's room for a day, and then he just learned his sketches on his own. He didn't rehearse with us, and then did one rehearsal, dress rehearsal, and then
because
I actually went and saw him live for the last show of a tour that they were doing, and you could tell it was the very, very last show because things started to get real loose during the performance. There were a couple of fuck ups. They made each other laugh, and eventually they were just like face to face in the middle of a scene, and Dave Foley just looks across at Matt or Mark McKinney and goes, "There's a few holes in the boat tonight." And everybody knew what he was talking about. But those normally they're very, very tight, I hear, but that was a real loose show. And it was nice.
Did a great job with one rehearsal. So like they're clearly consummate professionals.
And by the way, you haven't turned into a talk show about Canadian sketch comedy. You have tuned into Tales of a Savage Land.
The things I can tell you about Canadian sketch comedy.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, hey everybody, hi and welcome.
To the Chicago connection to Toronto. Oh, you gotta learn.
Yes. Oh, yes. Hey everybody, I'm Will DM. I'll be your game master tonight for Tales of a Savage Land. This is episode 18, right?
People even here.
Yeah, there's people.
Yeah, we got some
talking to anybody, or we're just shouting at the internet wind.
I mean, isn't that the thing?
Well, here's the thing, though. You have to understand that there's always people here because these become podcasts. So
yes, I have a friend who's catching up on the show right now. Actually,
I'm terrible. I'm 2 behind.
God fucking damn it!
No wonder you don't know
Hold on
what's
a second.
going on.
Let me.
I'm actually 1 behind.
Let me mute Grace right quick. Hold on. Anyway, I'm sorry. Yeah. Hey, everybody. I'm Will DM. I'm the game master for Tales of a Savage Land. Our Savage Worlds, which we are all learning. And you know what the funniest part about this is? I'm running the game. I'm the game master, and I'm probably the one that knows the least when it comes to the game rules. I lean heavily on Jonathan and lean heavily, see if I'm doing it right. I did! On Dylan. I did it right. Yeah. I had to wait, see, because you have to do, when you do that, there's a delay. So you have to, now, those who listen to podcasts will have no idea what the fuck I just did, unless you go and you watch the video on YouTube. But, so, anyway, hey, how about I introduce all these people, and then we can get a rolling. Since you're being so ornery tonight, Grace, we're going to go with you. You can start.
I'm never ornery. I don't know what you're talking about.
Me either.
Well, Grace, I play Ari. Truthfully, Billy just wants me to stop talking, so that's why he wants me to go first. She's a spellcaster and trying to find her place in this world now.
Sorceress. I always thought that was such a cool way of saying it. Sorceress.
Yeah.
It sounds seductive. Maybe that's not a good one.
I think it's because it has all the S's in it.
Yes, and I like saying S's.
Sorceress.
Yeah, it loses something when you say it, though.
Sibilance.
Man, sibilance. I think I'm the ornery one tonight. I'm going to apologize right now. All right, hey, Jonathan. Oh, you're done with that bite. Damn it. Go ahead. It's your turn, man.
Funny thing, when people interrupt, me with bites, I will swallow the whole thing. There was one time I was eating an apple, and I just maybe took one bite, so I swallowed. It was like, I don't know, swallowing Legos. That's what it felt like. But I did it. Oh my
God, dude!
I gotta be on time with it. Anyways, I am Jonathan. I play Brian Longshelf. He's kind of a defender of sorts, and the plan is not to get hit, because I tell my players, you don't need to heal if you never take damage.
Ah, you're right.
I need to heal.
Or you don't need healers if you never take damage. Yeah.
I was just informed by Uncle Tony. I thought it was anyway. Hey, thanks, Uncle Tony.
Hey, I thought I'd make it public and shame you completely.
I'm used to that. I work with Adam. Adam shames me on everything.
Clearly, you haven't fit in.
I was going to introduce myself as Ari, though.
Oh, that would have been that would have taught me. That would have taught me.
Yeah, I was like, why? Like, you were leaning on Phoenix, and I'm like, wait, aren't we stacked? How can you lean on? How are we flanking you?
But I did. You know what? And that's the thing is, that joke wouldn't have worked if I hadn't fucked that up. So there you go. It all worked out in the end. All right. Well, with that having been said, hey, Dylan, go ahead, man.
Hey, guys. I'm Dylan. I'm sorry I wasn't here last week. Life happens. But I play Phoenix on the show. I have this great Thanos Pez dispenser that I just realized was right next to me. It's perfectly balanced.
Fuck yeah.
No. It's not.
I get
It's a
it.
Pez dispenser.
I've seen the movie.
Isn't that ironic though that it's not very well balanced because it is innately top heavy as a Pez dispenser, and
Yeah.
it does have raspberry Pez. Anyways,
He
that's
does. Thanos does have an abnormally large head.
He
Well,
is.
and I would argue he's not very balanced.
And it should only give you one Pez every other time you try it.
It's a 50-50.
That would be cool, actually.
I should make up like some. I should just mill some fake Pez to fuck with people. Because that joke would only scan once you tried a couple times, and you're like, "Fuck you, asshole."
Right? That's true. That's true. Hey, last but not least, we have the disheveled Uncle Tony in the house.
Joplin's in a little bit of trouble. He's hurt. He's trying to make his way back across town, so I thought I'd try to kind of look the part
Oh,
tonight.
you made your way back across town. You
Are we at the thing yet?
you
'Cause
you rode in the? Oh no, that was the other. Oh wow, there's so many
I'm
different.
puppeting a guy right now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Goblin's not-
We'll get into that here.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Shit's going down, but he's he's wounded.
Yeah, you guys are gonna do a recap, right? Because I didn't have time to watch.
Oh, totally gonna do a recap.
Yeah.
Totally.
just-
So to
I've been
start
trying
off
finish my
to
work,
start
yeah.
off the recap, we're gonna start off with Ari.
You sure you don't want me to tell you what happened last week? Because I could guess.
Yes, guess, and then we'll see how close to you get it. This is awesome. All right, go ahead.
Tony was
Joplin,
full
you
of
gotta
piss-
see, don't do the will mistake.
Yeah, Joplin was full of piss and vinegar. Wanted to get back at the Azure Brotherhood. There was some sort of coin toss. Either that or a 20-minute conversation about whether or not this is a moralistic thing.
Dude, it's like you're
Get it,
playing
people.
a game. Keep going.
I assume that because Ari weighs the balance towards killing them, that you probably started a fight, and over Brian, who of course would have said something to the tune of, "We shouldn't just kill them. We should at least try and talk to them." And I probably said something like, "What are you talking about, eh?" Am I close?
No.
You lost.
You brought it back at the end.
When I was doing Phoenix, I was doing your rendition of Phoenix, and when I was doing the
Talking
boot,
about, eh?
the boots,
Wildly racist.
when
It
I
was
was
so
Wildly racist.
when I was doing the boots, I was doing Dylan. So I was
And like when he was doing the Phoenix, it was
sincerest form of flattery is what it is.
I appreciate it.
Hey, for the record, everybody said I nailed it.
I believe it. I saw your Schwarzenegger.
There you go.
All you need.
So anyway, the real recap. See, I'm going to be a nice guy this time. I don't want you to hurt your esophagus. Ari, start us off. What happened last week?
So from what I remember, we were making our way down to after loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of talking. We made our way down.
And the coin flip. Wasn't there a coin flip somewhere in the night?
I think there was. I don't remember.
About something.
Don't worry.
Okay.
I colored that.
You've
Does
already
that.
skipped over one of the
Yeah.
most important things that happened to Phoenix.
I'll start.
Go ahead. Thank you.
So,
Well, Well, continue.
so you'll pick off where you're picking off right now.
There you go.
So essentially, my oven's done.
What are you making?
Are
Go
you
get it. Go get it. Go get it. I don't want it to burn, whatever it is.
Bread.
Okay.
Okay, no. So I was making.
He's making bread? Man,
No.
that is a commitment to a character that I have never seen.
Fuck you.
Oh, that's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Commitment to a character I'd never seen. That's it.
Well, you know what I mean.
I got invited. I got
Method.
invited over to do a show beginning of the year. I may just have to go do it.
Oh, what
Oh.
show?
Oh, it's some erudite avant-garde thing called The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Night.
What the
mouthful.
fuck? Is it role
But
playing?
no, it's an actual show at a professional theater here in town.
Oh, I was about to say that's no way that's role playing.
If you watched the and all I could see was a little preview from its Tony Awards show, because I guess it was up for a Tony last year. And it's It's like dance and movement characters helping a central character tell a story about a murdered dog.
Dude, you have to do this. And only if I get to watch the video of it. That's it.
Well, when are you coming to town? Because this is going to be
That's
live
true.
on stage end of January into February. So
There you go.
You know, sometime here in the near future, in a couple,
Yeah,
in a couple of months,
well, it's something I've been invited to do. I haven't decided if I'm gonna, but we'll see.
Come on.
It seems like a weird show. They asked me if I could do accents and if I was comfortable with physical movement. And honestly, those
What
people
does that
are right
mean?
up my alley.
But
I
anyone
think
say
it means
no?
I'm hoping it means nudity, but I think it seems like it's a lot of pseudo dance.
yeah,
and
it's
to
the
create effects around a character.
not new wave. That's my see. It all goes back to girls with me because I have punk rock girls and new wave girls from the '80s. That's my kryptonite. But what was that? Modern dance. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, bit modern dance.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's and all the other. There's an ensemble of others to portray everything else in the world,
Gotcha.
and that's what the dance and movement and accents are for.
I would pay really good money to see you do that.
You know what I love most about being an actor is that I can get away with not going to people's shows. You just always say like, I've seen that one too many times. I'm sick of that show. You know, like, and actors will let other actors get away with that to some degree, but not their like family members or their close friends who aren't in the theater.
I'll be honest with you. I see more live shows than I do go to the movie theaters.
Yeah.
I used to when I lived in the city. Hopefully, once I'm back in the city, I'll do that too. Support live theater, everyone. You're doing it now.
Support live theater, goddammit.
There you go.
Oh,
So anyway, hey Brian,
Welcome back.
pick back up, man.
Can we leave off after talking to Ogret? Is that where we
Yes,
start?
and then we'll let Ari pick up.
Oh, I
Fantastic.
forgot. Okay.
We talked to Ogret. He okayed the plan and everything, and we were with Sundar. Right?
Sundar, yeah.
Sundar, and we went to the aviary where we met the aviarian Gurgit.
Yes, you would have liked this guy. Well, you did like this guy.
I knew
And,
it.
yeah, I'll be brief. We talked to him. We said we needed to find the prince. What was his name? His name?
Doru.
Doru.
Prince Doru, and he of course asked why. They always do, and eventually we told him why. Well, we inferred that we wanted to kill him, and he filled in the blanks himself. And so he gave us a bird to guide us to Prince Doru. We left. We went out into the open, followed the bird, but unfortunately along the way, you, Dylan, were recognized as a celebrity after you poofed into existence, because before we left, Ari thought it might be a smart idea to make you invisible since you're still painted blue.
Right.
And so, unfortunately, it only lasts for a minute. So a minute down the road,
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
But it wasn't enough to get us there.
And at that moment, I decided to play up, because you were recognized as the Chimera of the arena. And so I decided to play that up. I was your bodyguard trying to push people away, but I was simultaneously making more of a spectacle to give Sundar, Joplin, and Ari a chance to escape, even better cover than before. And that's where I'll pass that to Ari as we split.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with a note that before you left the aviary, you did ask for permission to return, and it was granted. So
Oh, yeah,
if
for
you
sure.
want to go back there on your own.
And the cool thing is that when you went up to the aviary and the door opened up, it was like opening up a door into 1,000 different conversations as all the birds were speaking in the voices of other people.
Oh, very cool.
It was-
Which I knew you'll like when you listen to the last week's episode. You really dig it, Dylan.
And
Okay.
And bird shit.
some of us gave a headache to.
Yeah. Okay. And so, all right, Ari. Now you can pick up.
Well, so then us three went down. Sundar did some fiery stuff, so we know he can produce fire of some sort. I ultimately stopped us from going into the pirate warehouse where we knew that Prince Doru was after following the bird. And then we were headed Joplin and I were talking there for a while with Sundar, and then eventually we sent a bird back for Brian. Once Brian got there, essentially we decided to not do it in the middle of the day when everyone can see us, and shit. Then they recognized that we were there, and shit started to fall down.
Yeah, because they were standing outside the warehouse this entire time, just going back and forth. Back and forth. And the guard that was on the roof kind of looked over and went, huh, look at those guys.
So we went to a marketplace. We basically ran down this alleyway, ran to a marketplace. Joplin was trying to do some things about disappearing into the ground, which isn't working. And and then
I'm hurt. I'm injured, wounded.
Brian was talking to Centuries, and I was blended into the background. I escaped as soon as I could because
they were being followed by a gang of pirates.
Right.
That after they were noticed, they came out looking for him, and they tried getting lost in the crowd, which they succeeded.
Oh, and the reason I was able to split away from you, Dylan, or you, Phoenix, was that during the crowd, I saw the bird. Bird was repeated what Joplin was saying, that we need Brian here and everything. And so I asked you, are you okay by yourself? And you're like, yeah, I'll get something to eat. And as you went into the restaurant, you were getting free meals because everybody was following you into the restaurant. So I left you there after you gave me the thumbs up that you were good to just eat to your heart's content, as people are still wanting your autograph. And by the way, your autograph is just going to be that cross line that we showed you. And that's where you are as we're in this marketplace. Well, I hope that's where you are.
Yeah.
The
main reason why we didn't attack the warehouse is because there was like a dozen pirates inside, and there was 3 of us. There was not 6. I thought there was like a dozen.
1 and a 5, 15.
Oh, okay. I
could see where that is
backward for me.
No, I could see where that still would be considered 6, but so yeah, where we left off was all of you guys at the noodle shop, right?
Well, that's where Phoenix is. Joplin is puppeting a pirate back to the warehouse.
Oh, that's right.
I'm being invisible back to the warehouse.
And Brian is with Joplin.
Yeah, he brought the guards over, and we managed to talk our way out of that. And now I don't know what we're doing.
Okay, I remember now. So currently now what is happening is we've got Joplin holding the guy, the one pirate that he was able to use his magic on to. He's essentially charmed the guy,
right?
And he's walking him back to the warehouse with Brian in tow, charming him the entire way, because as it wears off, he renews the charm. And Ari is going back invisible. We've got Phoenix in the noodle house eating noodles. And the bird, I'm going to say, the Zastadil bird, is with Phoenix.
Awesome.
Went back, so it's hanging out, eating whatever you'll give him. And does anybody remember what Sundar just... He left because he thought that you guys were all breaking up and leaving, going back to the Arcana. So Sundar he's leaving. So he's not even here.
I don't know what we're doing, but I've got this guy that I have to keep telling what to do right for now.
Okay. So what we're gonna do to start off is because we're kind of broken up here for a little bit. I'm going to I'm going to start with Phoenix. Because Phoenix wasn't around, so I want to bring him into the mix-up, even though he's still at the noodle shop. So we're gonna pick up there, and then we'll go to you other Three Stooges and see what you're doing. Okay, so they in the last episode, Brian deposited you at this noodle house and said, "Hey, man, we can't take you with us." And I guess you told them that they would come back for you or what have you. But it's been a while. You've got a stack of bowls that you've been able to empty that they're giving you to you for free because your mere presence is bringing in extra people into the noodle shop. So, and you got the Zastadil bird there with you, but it's been a little while since they've left, and you know your friends, which is all I will say about that.
Yeah, I would get up, and Phoenix is gonna get the fuck out of here. But I'm wondering if I can get the bird to cause a bit of a scene, so that I can sort of slip away.
What kind of scene?
Let's try and get it to like fly into somebody's noodles and start like swearing or something, like if I can whisper to him like, go fuck up that guy's soup.
What about if you have the bird go fly around the kitchen?
Yeah, something that's gonna raise up some tension. So like, just like
Okay, so
make a mess in here.
okay, so that's what you asked the bird. Can you mess? And it's like looking in your bowl and pecking at the bottom of it because this one's empty too. And it just like looks to the bowl, looks back up at you, looks to the bowl, looks back up at you.
Okay, I'm gonna try something else.
Okay.
I'm gonna get up. And I'm going to attempt to intimidate everyone. I'm going to say, get up at where I'm sitting, throw one of the bowls on the ground, and say, if anyone follows me, you'll be the next one to die.
Oh, that's... I love this. Okay. So, he's insulting his adoring fans with death. Okay, so
What they want,
give me an intimidation roll.
Okay. Oh, you know what?
And you're going to get a +2 to this.
Okay, good. And I do have the intimidate skill, so I just have to actually get my sheet open, which it's not. So
That's quite amusing considering I have the exact opposite. It's called soft spoken, and I get a -2 towards intimidation.
I don't have a strong intimidate. I have a D4. I have the bare minimum, but
I accidentally tried to intimidate someone last week. I didn't know it was going to be an intimidation, but I threatened to kill him. And after I rolled, he
What
punched.
the hell else would that be? So I told him in a loving way that I was going to kill him.
I'm going to Benny that roll, by the way.
Okay, so
that was 1.
so Phoenix rolled a 1 and a 2, which we all know.
So, I mean, the 2 would technically be a success, but I want to
Correct.
make sure no one follows me. So I'm going to just try and roll the die one more time. There we go. A 5.
Okay, you got a 5. You've definitely intimidated the crowd, and they've all cleared away from you. A number of them are melting back into the crowd. Because remember, it's still afternoon.
Mhm.
It's not even like late afternoon. It's what, 1 o'clock? Something like that? I mean, and so they're all melting away and like leaving you alone and whatnot.
No, I'm going to pull that cloak I had back up over my head and leave so that once I leave this crowd, I'm not just being tailed by the next person who sees me.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna take off, and I want this. I'm assuming this bird was showing us the way before, right?
Yes, and you know
Will they continue
actually
to do so once I leave.
yes, the bird will show you. The bird will show you. It starts like it gets up, starts flying around, and will fly off a little bit, just like it did before. It'll fly off a little bit, perch on something, and then after it perches, it will then come back for a little bit and then fly around you. Like so you can catch up, sort of deal. So what I want you to do though is I want you to give me a stealth roll because this is essentially seeing how you blending into the crowd and all this.
Am I going to spend all my bennies just trying to catch up with you assholes?
I hope so.
Hey,
there you go. That's good. That's good. That's good. So you're successful in doing it, and you're making your way. And as you're following the Zastadil bird, this Zastadil's bird, you remember this Zastadil bird. This is the one that comes and visits you. Even you can tell this bird apart from the other ones. This one's name is Ray.
He's doing this a lot.
No, as in. Dropped off the whole first part of the name because I can't have it be the exact same, and I promised somebody we would name a bird after her.
Oh, Okay.
There you
I
go.
thought it was a different name, but I don't remember.
There's actually 3 birds. One is named Mill, one is named Ann, and one is named Ray.
Ray.
No.
Okay, never mind. I don't know what you're talking about.
Malin Ray. I promised her I'd name a
Oh!
bird after.
There you go.
I thought it was like Ray Charles or something
Well,
like that.
that was the original reference. Yes.
Got it.
Okay, so you're following him, and as you're following Ray, you're noticing that it's taking you towards some place that you've been before. Actually, it's taking you. You're starting to head towards what you remember. It is the Rolling Tide Trading Company.
Roll Tide.
The Rolling Tide warehouse, which remember is where you guys went when you hired the Azure Brotherhood to take you to the island. So you kind of you kind of get into your head too, like even if the bird was to fly off, that you would know where you were going. So just so you know. All right, now we're gonna pick up with Joplin and Brian, and I'm gonna ask Ari if she wants to make it easier on her good old DM and just sneak over invisible to her other friends and go with them. You can say no.
Well, I mean,
That's a no.
no. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. All right.
No, I'm not meeting up with them because,
Yeah, you got a red shirt on or something like that? You don't want to be part of that away party? Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't want to be part of the spectacle that is them arriving to the warehouse.
Oh, snap. Did you hear that, guys? Okay, so we're gonna go. Okay, so Joplin, you got your best buddy in the world. You guys are swapping war stories about stuff, and you're walking through the crowd, going back towards to the warehouse, right?
How far away from the warehouse are we?
Not terribly far. I mean, you guys only.
My control over this nice young man exists for only 3 minutes at a time.
Mm-hmm.
How far away are we?
Well, that was what, and I can't remember who pointed it out last week. I think it was, if it wasn't Lee Kim, maybe it was Don, was saying that you could just keep recasting it.
Oh, yes. But how many times is that going to...
4 times. Well, 4 or 5 times.
So we're that far away. We're 15 minutes away from the
Well,
warehouse itself.
Are you going to run there? Because you guys, when you left, remember what happened was you guys started walking and leaving in a rush. You're like, oh, come on. You did the power walk. Then you see that the pirates were following, and then you started running. And then you ran until you got to the to the market.
Hear my thoughts.
I'm listening.
This ability of mine will allow me to tell him to do something, even if it is something he would absolutely not do in his own life.
If you ask him to do something that he normally would not do, he gets an automatic spirit roll.
He gets a roll, but he has an opportunity to do it. If I can get him within 3 minutes...
Well, he won't do something he normally wouldn't do.
Sure he would. That's
Yeah,
what it says, including suicide.
Does it say that?
It says that.
Holy shit! Somebody look that up so they can read it to
Hang
me
on.
again. But we're gonna. I'm not calling you a liar, but I'm
No,
I'm
let
looking
me-
for
let
the
me-
verbatim of
No,
it.
So with a raise, the target is completely controlled but gets an automatic spirit roll as a free action to avoid directly harming him or himself or those who care about. If the puppet's resistance succeeds, yeah.
Oh, so if okay,
So
he
if
can
I-
resist it, but if he fails, he still does the deed.
exactly.
Damn. Okay, cool.
I would like to get him within 3 minutes of Count Doru and put a knife in his hand and an instruction in his head to put that knife right at Doru's throat.
Okay.
Can't we do that?
Oh, of course you can. Sure, not a problem. So what we're gonna say is what happens is because basically you're gonna have to be almost outside of the warehouse.
Well,
You
that's
just, like,
what
just down the block is where
So-
you'll get.
I do want to be aware of my surroundings. Don't get me wrong. And I don't want to be spotted, but I want to get him under control. And with that instruction, close enough.
I'm saying that you have control of him all the way up until you get to the point where you're going to give him the new instruction in release him on his way to do his nefarious deed. So as you're walking and whatnot, now this is where I turn and go, what is Brian doing during all of that?
So we're heading toward the warehouse. I know that, right?
Yes, you know that for sure. Because Joplin even said you were. He says, I'm going to lead this guy back. I'm leading him back. I've got him he's under my power. Look at him. He twisted his mustache. He's under my control. Yeah.
I'm under my breath. I'm just going to ask Joplin, what are we doing? I don't see Ari, or this isn't heading. What's the plan?
I have a short window of opportunity to get this man to do our dirty work for us. Keep our hands clean. You're a good guy. You can't do this kind of stuff.
That's good. I'm going to spend the next while thinking about that. I'm going to outthink it, but I think it's going to take up all the time as you're doing your plan. Because
Okay.
I'm a realist. I'm a good guy, but I'm a realist as well. I'm like, well, it makes sense. Hands clean, blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to try my best. That's all I'm doing. So I'm going with it. I'm not going to leave your side, obviously. So I'm with you, even though I feel it's in my gut. This is a bad idea, but in my head,
Of course it is. Joplin came up with it.
I haven't figured out how to put into words yet and rationalize it. So I'm going to spend the next 3 minutes thinking about it.
All right.
All right. Now we're going to flip over to Ari. So
Yeah.
Where is Ari, by the way?
Yeah. So you've made yourself invisible and you start going out through the crowds and stuff. I'm assuming you're going to do the same thing that like Joplin was doing, and you're going to just continually renew your spell. Now, this is something I need to do, okay? And I'm just going to do it once as opposed to multiple times. Every time you cast magic, there's an inherent chance that something drastic could go wrong. So I'm going to have Joplin, we're going to start with you.
Oh,
I just need you to roll me one roll. That's all I'm going to have you do. You don't, if you pull up them boxcars, baby, then.
Yeah, wait, did Joplin do black magic too? Because there's black magic and white magic, right?
Yes, but double ones is still double. Boxcars is boxcars. And something bad happens. Bad for you is just worse. Does this make sense?
Fair enough. Yes.
Oh, sorceress of the night. Okay, so just go ahead and give me one of your it's the casting roll.
Okay, the spell casting. Can I take the rounds to prepare in advance so that I don't have that -3 penalty?
Yes, and so what if it was, and it's a -3 otherwise. So basically, you walk for like a couple of minutes, you stop, humming, and then it casts. Then you start walking again. You walk for a little bit. You walk for like a minute and 2.5 minutes. Then you stop and then humming. Okay, yeah, that's a good sign. All right.
Doesn't sound like that.
It sure as hell does. I'm the guy who makes that up. And those who are channeling the divine Puritan magic must do the humminas.
The cartoon I just saw, Pretty Lady chant.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, I'm gonna give you my spell casting roll here.
Yes, just give it to me once. Not a problem. I'm not. I just wanted to make sure you didn't bust a failure.
Okay, so
As in, like, granted, that would be a regular fail. But
Yeah,
I'm not.
well-
I'm just looking for a catastrophic failure. I'm
No,
saying
that-
you're getting rid of the negatives and you're taking your time. I'm not
I
gonna.
got a wound still that's affecting me.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I know as well.
Okay. Now, Ari, same thing, because you're going to be going invisible and renewing this invisibility too. Now, when Ari casts it, oh, look at that.
Holy shit!
Okay, she got a
For the
19.
viewers at home, yeah.
For some reason, your spell just lasts. You cast it once, and it lasts for like 20 minutes.
That works.
You're golden.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Because she's a sorceress.
I mean,
And when she casts her spell, it's not hummina.
Yeah.
neither is mine.
Hers, when she casts it, she's got a higher octave in her voice, so it's more like hummina.
Are you gonna take that from him?
Yeah. There it is. There it is.
That
Okay.
canon now. This
Okay.
is the weirdest game on the internet.
There you go. And tell your friends. They haven't even done shit yet, and it's still entertaining. Okay, so
There's wrong with splitting the party. I ate all my Thanos Pez.
oh man.
Damn.
So
And I finished my kombucha.
so Grace, I'm sorry, Ari, you're invisible, and what are you doing? Are you?
So I'm just going toward the warehouse, looking for some sort of a back door. I don't know timing wise, but I'm looking at for a back door, looking at another way to enter.
Yes, and there is one, and you remember that there is one because when you guys were in there hiring them a little while back, you saw it. So
Right.
you know where it's at even.
Yeah. Yeah. Do I know that there's like a back room associated with it as well, or is it just a door?
It's just a door. And you guys remember distinctly when you went into this warehouse, it was just one big open warehouse. The only thing that was like sectioned off into rooms was made that way from the formation of crates.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So once I find the back door, I'm gonna try to listen, see if I hear anything going on the inside.
Well, you know that those guys are still in there.
All of them.
You try
and figure out like what they're doing, if they're still playing cards.
Okay, so that's what you're trying to assess the number and what they're doing is what you're trying to do? Okay, so then what I need you to do is give me that good old-fashioned notice roll.
Okay.
Okay, she got a 6 and a 4. It sounds like it's just like guys playing cards.
They are still playing cards, though.
Yeah, and you're the 6 is good. You can determine that there's still probably at least 10 in there. There could be more.
So I'd probably try to sneak in, frankly, and hide behind some boxes.
Weren't you the one that said it's the middle of the day? What the hell are you thinking?
I don't want to kill a man on the top of the roof in the middle of the day. What happens inside a building? Nobody may know.
People fall off buildings in daytime all the time. I'm just saying.
It's
Not
true.
people who are keeping watch.
And doors open by themselves and close by themselves in the middle of the day, too.
I mean, I'll roll a self roll.
Yes, you will. Okay, so you're going to try and get in the back door. Now, here's the thing. These guys are incredibly conceited because you're the Azure Brotherhood. But at the same time, they got a bunch of valuable stuff in here. So I'm going to give you a 50-50 shot that the door's locked.
Okay.
So you tell me, you want high or do you want low?
On what kind of die?
On a 20-sider.
All right. I'm going to say high.
All right. So just roll a 20-sider. So the door is locked.
All right. Shit. Because I don't know if I've got anything that will help me. Yeah, I don't got anything that will help me. I would say,
I guess you can re-roll that roll.
Yeah, can I re-roll that? I don't.
Yeah, of course you can. Oh, wait a minute. No, you can't.
Yeah.
What am I thinking? Stop it, Phoenix. You almost bought me into it.
I'd go ahead and look for like a ladder or something, another way in.
There's a ladder just laying on the ground there. No, there's no ladder there. There's none.
Okay,
they're not giving easy egress to criminals to slip in the windows or the roofs of their building.
Why? Just because they lock a door?
Yes. All
right. Knocking works
around the front to see what's going on in the front of the building.
Okay, you get around front. Give me a notice roll.
7.
You see Joplin and Brian with a pirate as they just come towards the end of the block.
Okay.
And you see Joplin starting to talk to this pirate. Now we're going to switch. Okay,
Yeah.
Joplin, you got to the end of the block. And you got the pirate. And you're saying, okay, take this knife.
I'm saying, find Count Doru,
Prince.
stick this knife in his throat. That's it. Go to Doru, stick knife in throat.
Okay, so this is going to be opposed. Oh, no, it's not opposed. He just needs to
It's
make
a spirit roll is what he gets.
He just needs to make a successful spirit roll. Okay, here we go.
How does
Or
that-
is it opposed? It's opposed to the spell.
I just want
right?
to see the
If it-
opposed roll of the caster's arcane skill versus the target's spirit.
That's what I thought. So go ahead and do your roll, and I shall roll his spirit. He rolled a 3.
Oh man,
So the chances are he's probably
it's actually pretty good.
well. Yep. Okay. Good. You got a 6.
Oh,
That's
oh,
six.
okay.
Got a 6.
I thought 3 was Joplin's.
No.
No, that's the other
That's
one.
the pirate.
Right.
Okay, so you got a 6, and he takes the knife from you. He looks perplexed for a minute. Well, not a minute, but he looks perplexed, and he goes, "Yeah, for you, and for our love." And he puts his hand on your shoulder,
I'm not sure that's how this works, but okay.
and then he starts walking towards the front door. Okay, Ari, you're at the end of the street, and you saw this. And you see this pirate, he's got a knife in his hand, and he's walking towards the front door of the warehouse.
Now, I would like to follow him through the front door.
Excellent. Phoenix, you're coming through, you're following the bird through the crowd, and just as you catch sight of your two friends, you see this pirate that was with them start walking away down the street going towards the warehouse, which you know is just right down the way. So. Oh, my goodness. Hello, everyone. Oh, look.
Well, hi.
I haven't been back there in a while. Oh, hello.
Yes. Hey, Spicy.
Ooh, spicy.
So, all right. So, Phoenix, you see that happen, and the guy's going down the street. You go up, and there's your two buddies standing there.
I guess I would close the distance because I'm wearing this thing and I don't want people to recognize me. So I close the distance, presumably to Brian. Is the guy still with them, or did
No,
he leave?
he left. So just as you catch sight of him, so let's say they're just a little ways away from you, and as you catch sight of him, that's when you're noticing that you've got that whatchamacallit, you got the pirate walking away.
All right. Hey, what's the lowdown? You guys have been missing for a while.
Well, Joplin he's had a plan, an idea.
It's another one of my terrible, good, bad ideas. You know, how did your autograph signing, baby kissing session go?
Good. I ate some noodles and then I scared everyone and then I left.
That's a beautiful way of saying it.
It will only go to serve the legend. Excellent.
I hope so. So we're just hanging back. Where's Ari? Is she part of this plan you had?
We don't know wherever she is. We just hope.
We don't know where she is.
Well, she's tough as nails, so she's probably
She-
quieter
Well,
by her.
Dylan, Phoenix would know that Ari can make things invisible.
Right. I guess I was
Yeah.
right. I forgot about that because I was not there when I knew that.
And I just sent a pirate inside to stick Doru with a knife.
No, but Phoenix is right. Are we just gonna stand here, Joplin? Or?
Well, I'd like to see how that turns out. I mean, 3 minutes tops.
Okay.
I mean,
That was rhetorical. Let's find some place to hide. And I'm going to start walking away. Hopefully they follow.
I'm gonna follow him because he seems to know what he's doing. And if Joplin had a plan, then I'm getting the fuck out of there.
So Ari, you're standing there. You see the pirate coming, like, oh, this is my chance. You get up close to the door. The pirate starts coming closer, and then you just start hearing him. He's talking to himself. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go down, just go stick that door right in his neck. You know, anything.
Why is he mumbling to himself?
For Joplin. Joplin's. I mean,
Why is
I would normally do this, but you know, Joplin and I, we go way
Why
back.
is he monologuing? I can tell him to do that.
So, cause that's what a guy who's an NPC gonna go stab his boss in the neck does.
You know, we all just want this over so that we can go save the world.
Okay, so he comes up to the door and opens the door and goes in. It's gonna be tight because he's not like throwing the door open and going. It's just one of those, you know, like if you come up to a door, you just open it enough to go in, and then you turn around and you just automatically start closing the door behind you. So you're gonna have to. So, do you have acrobatics?
I don't have acrobatics. I don't.
Okay, so then it's just an agility check.
Let me make sure I don't. I have athletics. That's not going to help me any. All right.
Not really.
Yeah.
So she rolls a double 2.
You got them pennies and bennies, mind you.
Oh yeah.
Because right now the door slams on you is what happens. So you tell me if you want that to happen, or
I'll do a Benny.
okay.
Just for grins, just one. Don't tempt me to do more, and I'm done.
Okay, so she gets a 1 and a 2. Now this is the one. Now this is the roll that stands, which is even worse.
No, a 2.
It's
It
2.
was a 2.
But technically, I'm just looking at both of the dice and saying that it's worse than the last roll. You know, I'm feeding.
How it works.
I know, but I'm just feeding off the vibe. You know what I mean? I'm just feeding off the vibe.
Feeding off the vibe.
So this is what happens. He opens the door, and Ari goes and gets like right up behind him, like and he's like, because he's sort of like turning around as he's doing it, so he like blocks you from going any further in, and he pulls the door and he's like, bam, and he hits you, and you're like caught between the door and the door jamb, and he's like, what the hell? It's like, well, this is gonna keep me from killing Doru. I mean, come on. And he's like,
A little quieter.
he's
maybe?
he's gonna try and slam the door. So I need you to give me another agility check there, because he opens the door. He's like, well, something's wrong here. I obviously got to pull it harder.
Okay.
You're able to. Okay, that's a great roll. You got a 10. You're able to. You get smashed up against it. Your head bangs against the door jamb a little bit. No damage is incurred, of course. Just your pride. And then as he opens up the door more to give it a good slam, you get out of the way. And with you not being in the way, he's able to really slam the door. Give it a real big BAM! Announcing his entry into the warehouse.
Yeah.
He turns around,
There's no reason for him to be talking.
and you see him just making a beeline. There's like these walls of crates. You know what? And I can actually do this because I'm not playing with a bunch of metagamers. You guys aren't that type. So let's go ahead and let me bring something up here.
I want to break that streak tonight and just use all of the information he gives us. better the shit out of this.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we have, and let me go get to the. All right, got that. Let me transition it over here. So.
Oh right, I guess I should look at Roll20 if you're saying.
And I have to reveal some
No.
area.
That's the whole point. We're not supposed to see it, right?
Hang on.
No.
We're actually going to do 20.
So this is.
Coming up.
We're role players. We use the theater of the mind.
Yeah.
There you go.
We're old school like that. No, just kidding. You can all see the map right now. It's very clearly a map.
Okay, so Ari, what I want you to do is I want you to drop your token.
Okay. Going day. Any?
Right,
Hold on.
right here at the
Sorry,
front.
I was like super zoomed in, so I only saw blackness. I was very confused.
That's all right. It happens.
Does
We are
it?
in so much trouble.
There she is. Okay, so you
Well-
made through. Let me move you up a little bit. Okay, so this pirate right here, that guy.
I forgot what a token looked like.
That's the guy that has the knife in his hand and is mumbling.
Okay.
there's another pirate right here, and he's got like a bag in his hand, and you could tell that he was like walking somewhere, doing something, and he's like stopped, and he's like watching what's happening here, and he sees the door getting closed, and the guy like going away, and it's like, Bob, what the hell you doing? And the pirate looks over at him, goes, don't have time. I got to go kill Doru. No, I'm just
Why
kidding.
is he talking?
Just kidding. I couldn't resist. He doesn't
No.
say. He doesn't say that. But what he does say is, can't talk right now. I'm doing something. And so he starts walking over this way. So what's Ari gonna do?
What do you mean? What's Ari gonna do? She's gonna follow.
Okay, give me a roll of a D4 because we need to see how much time is left on this invisibility spell. Okay, you perfect. You got 2 minutes on it. You're good. Somebody out there in TV land, be my unofficial timekeeper.
Then there's probably 2 minutes left on the other spell too.
Yeah. See, it all works out. Okay, so he's walking this way. Let me go and reveal some more. And so, and then he comes around here. He comes around this, and as you can tell, this place is just chock full of stuff. And he turns around this corner, and he's like, "Yeah, right in the neck, right in the neck." And so you can see
You are
through-
reading so much into this power, this spell.
I love this spell. You should use this more often. He comes walking this way. He goes in. This is like I was saying, this is how it was cordoned off by, you see how they've made a little room in there with all the stuff. And he comes walking by, and there's another pirate there. This guy's sitting in a chair, and he's like, I guess, whittling. I don't know, because, and he comes walking over, and all the other pirates turn around, and they see him, and they go, Bob!
Hey, they love this guy.
And he's all like, yeah. Hey, Doru, I've got something for you. And he comes walking over to, and Doru's sitting there drinking. He was playing cards with these guys, and he looks and goes, what?
Shake.
Okay, since it's your spell. Oh, I'm moving Ari. Since it's your spell, I will allow you to roll the D6.
Oh.
There, Joplin. Let's see what happens.
Oh, come on now, Pearden.
Okay, great. You get a 2. He fails miserably. And so then my boy,
Bob sucks.
my boy,
I thought I could trust him.
Doru, sees the knife. He like knocks the knife away, stands up, and he's going to belt the guy in his face.
Oh, I don't
But
care.
wait. He's a named guy. Oh! And Bob is all like, oh no, motherfucker! But
Exactly what he says.
that's exactly what it is. But wait. Doru has multiple attacks. He's going to try and punch him again. Oh my goodness, hold on. Oh!
Just keep rolling, fam.
You can roll all the dice tonight.
So this is what happens. Okay, I gotta explain. So we're rolling. Is like Doru's a named guy. He's a major NPC. So he gets a 2 and a 1 on his rolls for his first attack to punch this guy. Fails miserably. Then he rolls a 1 and a 1 to hit this guy, which means this is really bad. So Bob, he weaves again, and Doru, trying to punch him with his second hand, he punches into this cask, the big cask that's behind him there, and he punches through the wood and puts his hand into it, and all this beer starts flowing out over and down his arm, and it's got his arm stuck in there. So now,
Second chance.
Bob's probably going to grab the knife and go for the neck.
it's Bob's attack.
He knows
Go
what to do.
do it, Bob. Do it. You just got to beat that parry of the prince. And I'm going to give you now, because he's at a disadvantage here.
Okay.
For one, because I'm benevolent, I'm going to give Bob his own Benny. That's right. I'm going to completely break all the Savage World rules. I'm going to give him a Benny, and I'm going to give him a +2 to this attack.
Okay, so what am I rolling?
6, I would assume.
D6.
1d6.
Yeah, these are just like these are they're not rabble. They're not D4s. They're D6s. So they're like just regular pirate dudes.
But I'll let you do the +2 then here.
Okay, just roll the D6.
Oh,
Okay, you gonna use that, Benny?
yes, I'm going to use that, Benny. Roll it again. Come on. There we go.
Okay, so you got a 7, which is great, but it doesn't beat his parry.
What's his parry?
I'm not telling you.
More than a 7. So that
It's more than a 7. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. This is a main bad guy. This is somebody who's gonna fight all of you. Do you think he's gonna?
Isn't there a portal opening on the continent where we have to make a journey and
There
defeat
is.
evil and all
There
that?
totally is. You could have rolled the 6, and then you would have been able to roll again. It was
I really
possible.
couldn't have.
Okay, so Doru, here we got to give Doru a check here to get his.
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding me!
It's working.
Yes.
So
Okay, everybody, I rolled a 1 and a 2. Major fails going on for Prince Doru. He can't get his hand out of the cask, but all the other pirates are all like, "What's going on? What are you doing?" Now, all the other pirates though are not jumping in because hold on.
Yeah.
Pirate law is you can if you want to take somebody's position or something like that, you can try and take them out. So the other pirates, they're getting excited, and so they're coming and they're all watching. Okay, what's Ari gonna do?
So I'm going to use a cantrip called Message to send Joplin a message about what's going on in here.
Okay, so what do you say?
I'm going to say that Bob is failing on his mission.
Okay, he doesn't know his name. Well, I guess you would know his name is Bob since you're best friends, and he's willing to lay down his life for you. So yeah, okay.
Do you want me to roll or anything?
No.
or-
Well, you have to roll to make sure you don't blow up.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
so
all.
not a
Okay.
problem. You succeed totally. So this message goes out to Joplin.
Ah,
Okay,
That's the
so
point.
it's Bob's turn because Doru can't get his damn hand out of the cask.
come on, Bob. Come on, Bob.
I'm watching Joplin hold his tablet and say, "Come on, Bob, come on, Bob," and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Okay, so we got Doru trying to get his arm. Oh,
Uh-oh.
he totally pulls it out, and he's pissed. And now he's not gonna try and just beat the guy with his fists. He pulls out his dual. They're like more curvy cutlasses. They're like
Bye, Bob.
they're sort of like machetes, but that's his turn. You know, because he had to get his thing out, and then he drew his weapon. So he's like, it's time to slice and dice.
Can I reply to that message?
No.
Or that's just a receiving? It's like a fucking radio.
Yeah, this
I'm
isn't.
listening to the fight on the AM.
Yeah, this isn't D&D, man. So
That's
okay,
magic.
okay. So and no, I'm not doing traditional. Just because we're doing this part of it here, I'm not doing actual. We're not dealing out cards or anything because I know somebody's going to be hollering about that. So, but it's Bob's turn. Bob, you got one last chance to do it for your boy Joplin.
Come on, Bob. Just a couple of 6s in a row. Come on, Bob.
Nope.
God damn you,
Excellent.
Bob.
All right, so now let's have my boy just guillotine this dude up here. Okay, so we got 1.
No.
Okay, so there's 1 success. 8. Make sure that. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, 11. Okay, so he's got 2 hits on this guy. So let's see. These do a D6. It's D6 plus your strength, right? Help me out on this one when you're doing damage with a weapon. So I roll the die for his strength and the die for his weapon, and that's the damage that's done.
Yeah, and then if they have any bonuses, you add that to that.
Okay, so here's
Damage bonus.
here's the damage for the. Okay, all right, and then here's the weapon damage. So there's only 7 points damage there. So he's got there's 1 stun, 1 wound. Let's see here. Okay, and it's okay. So he's got 2 wounds, and so he's dead. He kills him.
Goodbye, Bob.
He hacks Bob to pieces. Okay, hey Ari, he's dead.
I would relay that message saying he's dead to Phoenix and
Joplin.
Drop
Why
it.
is it, what is it with everybody in my name?
Yeah,
really
right?
I don't know.
And
And
on a
really-
day when I've just lost my best friend.
You did.
No, Bob.
You and Bob go back at least 10 minutes.
That man loved me
yeah.
for some ungodly reason.
Mhm. And you know what? I gotta say, if you could just roll well, it could have possibly happened. Doru rolled the worst he could roll. You know, if you guys fight him now, it's all gonna be
It's all gonna be 10.
off the boards with Doru. Okay, so Ari, you hear behind you footsteps.
I mean, I'm gonna do my best to just stay invisible. Like,
Okay, but you're kind of like blocking away, and you look over your shoulder, and there's guys barreling down. They're
fair enough.
They're gonna run right through you. Okay, that's what I figured. So these guys come in. What the hell, man? And then like these guys come in, squeeze in through that little opening over there. These other pirates, and you hear some more footsteps and whatnot. And as you're coming out that way, there's another pirate you're gonna pass. Coming around, he's like, "What the hell just happened? Did I hear that right? Did Bob just what did Bob do? You know?" And there's a bunch of rigmarole, shouting, and all kinds of different shit going on in there. Okay, what are you getting the hell out of Dodge? What's going on?
I am going to go ahead and go back to the group because apparently me whispering that to Joplin did lose squat. And
No, it let him know what was going on.
yeah, but
What
he
was
didn't
this-
do anything.
What was I supposed to do?
Charge in.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Now, I will be honest. I was going to close in on the door, but last week I think you told me that the floor in the warehouse was dirt, but the map shows me wood.
And you are correct in that, and your eyes just deceive you.
So it is still dirt.
It is still dirt.
All right, that's still some possibilities then.
I would have had gotten a count on how many people were in there because 2 more came in and then another 3 through the main. And so I'd go ahead and go out and say, "God damn it."
Do you like how he did that? Now you have to use your real memory.
No, like literally I'd say, "God damn it, why didn't you come in?"
Oh, you go out and you start yelling at him. So the door opens up and then they don't even see you. You guys are just well, you don't see them. Roll a notice. They hid. You guys roll your stealth.
We're a
too.
little ways away.
No, fair
Oh,
enough.
us too?
Yeah.
Oh, and me.
No, Ari just comes barreling straight up to where you guys are like hiding behind something watching. She comes out oh, you don't see her. God damn it. So she comes out the front door. You see him instantly and just go right over to him.
And I'm starting to
Class.
as I come up to them.
And
Like-
out of thin air, you hear, go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't I tell you that he was failing. What were you doing?
Well, what do you, jeez. What do you want me to do? I sent him in there with a knife. This is the best I got.
Hmm,
You want to burn the place down? Let's burn the place down.
let's
I'm
burn the
all for
fucking
burning the place down.
Let's
cast
do
a
it.
vote for burning the place down. I mean, if,
He likes it.
Yeah.
wait, hold on. It's broad daylight. We probably shouldn't burn it.
You can't take your vote back.
Okay.
I want to burn this place down.
Mom
Obviously,
wants to burn it down.
we need this over with.
I just tried. God. Bob!
I gotta admit, man, it was way better chance of possibly working than I ever gave it a
Yeah,
possibility.
pretty good.
If
Okay, so
you
Brian,
lit Bob on fire, this whole problem would have solved itself.
Well,
I get it. So if Ari, Joplin, and Phoenix wants to burn it down, I'm not going to.
I retracted my vote and then was told that wasn't allowed.
If he wants to, Brian still can't just say, yeah, let's all burn it down. But he knows the majority is against him. So Brian's going to, he doesn't know where to look up at the sky, look at the water on the ground. He's going to look anywhere for a sign. Does he see anything?
Give me a spirit roll.
Spirit roll.
You tried to do it
No,
too.
your character sheet.
There it is, and he gets a 1 and a 2. Okay.
It's contagious.
Yeah, right.
This is looking great for our.
You're looking around for a sign, and you can't. You just all you see is the docks. You know, the dock district all around you, and people that you normally see all around you. And but one thing does happen. You get, and it's almost like it's almost like a foreign thought, almost as if somebody put the thought into your head from somewhere. And the thought is, collateral damage is acceptable for the greater good.
I hope that was in my head.
Nope, that was just in Brian's head.
Damn.
So with that,
Well,
I'm
good. I mean,
And then
just going to remain silent.
since you failed, you actually have a vision.
Ooh.
Interesting.
This vision, though, it's not pleasant. Remember, when was the last time you had one of these? Where were you at? Remember, it was the one where you had the vision of stabbing the kid in the neck?
Oh, that's right. Stab kids in the neck.
we don't know anything about that.
I know nothing about it.
I actually legitimately don't know anything about it.
Hey, who hasn't?
Watch
in their
these
life?
episodes. They go up week after week. You know,
Yeah.
they're always there.
So what happens is it's the same thing. Your senses are taken over. They're not your own again. And it's just like a real brief, it's almost like a split in the film. You know, like how you just see it for a split second, and it like if you're watching a film and they do that where they splice it in, and you think you saw what you saw, but you're not really sure what you saw. It's just a fraction longer, so that you do know that what you see is another port city at another time in another place on fire, and people running around and screaming, and mass carnage happening all around you. You have that scene for a split second, and with that scene comes the feeling of joy. And then it's gone. But it's not joy as in joy of just the slaughter, but joy in the conquering of the foe.
Hmm.
And then that's it.
Hmm. So, of course, Brian being Brian, he's not going to all of a sudden flip character and say, I agree, burn it. But he's going to do it his way of that. And that's just remain silent and turn a blind eye, which in ways could be worse than actually doing it himself.
Yeah, because then you're leaving it up to these guys.
Just turn a blind eye to it.
Yeah. All right, so what are you guys doing? The assassination attempt failed. It was highly entertaining, though.
Oh, it was. It's pretty good.
Well, I mean,
Well, let's burn it. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? They're all in one room. They all ran to Doru's rescue. They are in this one section.
I love this idea. Let's lock the doors and set it afire.
Yeah, because all doors like these lock from the outside.
We're just gonna put something heavy in front of them. Well, at the very least, we'll smoke them out.
There you go. So they're definitely preoccupied at the moment. You know that for a fact.
Yeah.
So what are you guys gonna do?
I don't have anything strong and heavy to put in the front of the door, but I'd fucking tell them, get something to put in front of the door.
Spoken like a true boss that doesn't want to do any work. Hey, get something heavy, put it in front of that door. I don't know what else to do. I told you.
Is there a cart nearby? There's got to be something. I
Sure,
can
there's all kinds of carts.
over there flipping
Yeah.
on its side.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay.
I want to find a cart, roll it right in front of the door.
There
flip
is a wagon that is not that far away that is loaded with goods that have come off a ship. There's a rider on top of it, and you notice that there's people mulling around. There's a couple of these wagons, and there's people like doing like finalizing paperwork. You know, there's some clipboards out, and some people like pointing at some stuff and blah blah blah.
while he's finding the wagon, I'm going to do a circuit around the building, still with my cloak up, obviously, just to see if there's any other exits.
Yes,
Gosh.
and you do remember when you guys came here the last time, there's 2 doors. There's one in the front and one in the back. There's a back door.
Any large bay windows or anything
Yes,
like that?
there's 2 large windows, but these windows are higher up. They're both the windows on each wall. There's windows, and they're like, because the inside of the warehouse is like 20 feet high, so these windows are 10 feet up. They're like halfway up the wall.
Okay. So they're not going to be easy to get to.
Yes,
Okay.
they're designed so you can't just open the window and go into their place and take their shit.
Right.
But also that kind of like, but they might have some ladders in there.
I think I'd like to approach the cart and be like, you, driver, that goes over to the warehouse. Now, stat. Pronto. Arriva.
No, not
The guy. Okay, there's 2 guys that are not too far away. One of them's got the clipboard, and the other one looks like the procurer of the goods, and the other one looks like the ship guy that was giving them the goods. They both kind of like lean back and look and go, "What?"
And I noticed.
And the driver looks at you, and then he looks back at his boss, and he looks back at you and goes, "What?"
And I noticed Joplin having issues, so I go over and I cast fear.
You guys don't do anything subtly. You're loaded down with cash. I mean, literally, you're walking banks, and your main. Let's make everyone afraid of us. Yes,
Yes.
fear the
With
fucking
our
Arcanus.
None of us have ever had money before. We don't know how to use it.
Yeah, Joplin. See, I did it. Phoenix knows how. That's why he never.
I have none of it.
There you go. Okay, so you're gonna walk over there and do what?
If Joplin's failing, I am going to cast.
Oh, he's failing miserably. It's obvious because everybody's there looking at him like he's crazy. It's like, what? And you're gonna
And so-
cast fear?
Yeah.
Okay, how does that work?
Oh, sorry. So my eyes are gonna get really clouded over, and then like slowly, like some smoke is gonna dribble on toward and hit and like touch and then engulf each of the persons.
Okay, and what's the game mechanics on this fear? You got it ready for me?
I mean, isn't it? Hang on, sorry.
I need to know how many people it affects and how they combat it. I'm sure it's probably spirit rolls.
Yeah.
You rolled
So,
4s,
the area
which are
of effects-
successes.
The area of effect covers a large burst template. Every creature under the template must make a guts check.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
That would be
just
spirit.
just a gut check.
Yeah.
And it's not against it's not an opposed roll. Oh,
No.
okay. So there's a good chance that these guys might make it. But these guys are just common rabble, folks. So these are just D4s. So you're going to get 4 of them. You're going to get 2 drivers and like the one guy with the clipboard and the other guy, that's talking to him. So here we go. We got 4 rolls. First driver fails. Gets a 1. Guy with the clipboard, 2, fails. The guy who is obviously from the boat that just unloaded the stuff next to the guy with the clipboard, 4, he succeeds. The second driver, he fails. So those guys all just start huffing. I'm assuming that they get afraid and they're gonna run for their
Yeah.
lives.
They run.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they start running, and the captain's all like, "What the fuck's going on here?" And he's like, he starts backing up though, because even though he was unaffected, and he knows that there's something funky going on, and your display of magic is visible, right? As you were saying.
I mean, you do see smoke rolling up.
Yeah,
towards
so
you.
he knows that something's not kosher in Lysenna. So he's backing up and starting to. He's deciding that this is probably not the best place for him to be. So he's going to leave too, but under his own volition.
Right, not under fear.
Correct.
Well, now, don't be afraid of me. What are you running off for? I was just.
Always got to have the last word, huh?
And
You
that
got
means that-
2 wagons.
That was Ari did that? Oh,
Yeah,
I
grab
didn't
the
know.
shit and put it in front of the door.
Yeah, I thought I was intimidating and fearsome and stuff, and they ran away because I spoke to them. And
As you guys are getting the procuring the cards, I come back around the other side of the building and go, still only 2 doors. No, they haven't had any doors since last time we were here.
So, Joplin, you jumping onto one of the wagons and driving it over there?
I shall try.
By all means, try, because you know Ari's not. She's got 2 wagons and tells you to drive them both.
I'll take one and do what I've seen done with the reins and moving stuff.
Give me an unskilled roll.
What does that mean?
D4.
Now,
Straight D4.
-2.
Oh, I got an. Oh yeah, there it is. Unskilled.
I did take writing, but I don't think this is writing.
No, writing would be applicable. I would allow it.
I have no such thing.
So Joplin gets up there and he's like looking around for stuff. And he goes,
There's what you get.
He grabs one of the reins. This, right?
This one. Yeah.
So Joplin's just up there fucking around. He can't. Nothing's happening. He's like, he's got it. He's like in his hand. He doesn't like snap it. He just like grabs it. And goes, move, yeah. And the horses, both of them, like turn their heads. You know how they like do that, look back and look at the rider sort of thing. They both in unison look back and look at him and go, and then they look at each other and go, you believe this guy? In horse, so you don't understand it.
And one of them's got grease paint eyebrows and a mustache. And
Yes.
smoking a cigar.
Yes.
So I'm going to jump on the other one, Fatal, and then help Joplin pull them in front of.
Yeah, this wagon's broke.
You wouldn't be able to do that. They're too big to do. It's not like just leading a horse. You can drive one, but you're not going to lead a wagon. That won't happen.
So what happens if one of us each take a horse? And teamwork.
Just grab the reins and start trying to pull the horses?
Yeah.
Well, you've seen the rolls that Joplin's been doing. So, Joplin, give me another roll to pull these horses where they're going to go. Now, Brian and Phoenix, you're down wherever that hiding spot was. And you're over there and you're seeing this thing going on over here. Spectacle, thank you. And
I got a 3.
There's starting to be a crowd. That whole in the middle of the day thing's coming to fruition.
I stand up and look at Brian and say, "Don't tell me I never did anything for you." And I start walking away and I pull my hood off and I am the great Chimera. And I was
okay, excellent. You start doing that, and then everybody, woo! There's a crowd, and they all start paying attention to you.
I'm gonna start like shadow boxing and like walking away.
And we all know how this ends. He threatens to kill them all.
I think someone might have missed the beginning of the stream. They don't know what I'm going to do to get rid of this crowd.
That's true. So Joplin, you get to roll again.
Why?
Because you rolled the 4.
Yeah, but
Even with the -1, it's still considered an exploding die, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a 4 plus a 2.
Oh,
what's the 2?
It's already exploded. Yeah.
It already exploded.
Yeah, and then it was -2.
So even with the exploding die, you fail. So you're just pulling on the horses and all this different stuff.
I tried to say it's already worked out.
Wait, let's see what happens. Unskilled, I'll roll it. Let's
you can use your riding. I'll allow you to use riding to drive it.
A 4.
You got it. You start driving the one wagon down the road towards the front door, leaving Joplin in his, well, whatever's going on back there. So, okay. All right. You get the wagon down there, and you're going to do what?
Leave it in front of the door.
Okay, so you're going to position.
Horse and all. Yeah.
Okay. So this is I need another roll. I will give you a +2 to this to maneuver it in front of the door proper like so that it's blocking it. Keep in mind, guys, these doors open inward.
So?
How does that make sense?
Oh no, they open outward. These are outside doors. No, your outside doors always open inward. It's your inside doors that open out. No, those open inward too.
Well, I mean, it's really just a case of what
Even
side
on the
door.
map, they open inward.
Okay.
They open inward. So you
You
can
know what?
park the wagon in front of the doors.
I'm still doing it.
Okay. So just give me that riding roll to park it.
And a +2?
Yes.
10. It's a 10.
You got it.
Yeah.
You've got it parked there. You even put the brake on. Whole 9 yards. It's barring the doorway. You got it.
What? There's a break.
Yeah, you just kill the horse.
Yeah, there's well, that's the ultimate break, but there's a break.
Yeah, because this horse here that I'm dealing with, I may have. You know what? I'm just gonna pull out my other knife, and maybe I have to kill this horse. I don't know.
You're gonna kill the horses. You're gonna try to. Okay. All right.
Just threaten one and get the other one moving, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, something like that. Maybe they'll respond to.
Or you can blackmail the horse. Maybe
Yeah.
he's got some dirty.
You could
One of
also
them, he's got a small penis.
you could
Horses
also
hate that.
you can unhook the horses and lead them away from
What?
the wagon.
That's unacceptable.
All right. Yeah, because horses are known for standing next to burning buildings. I'm just saying.
But I wasn't gonna meta.
Can I move the cart on my own if the horses aren't there?
Fuck no.
No, then
No,
just
there's
use
no
the
way.
big
The
idea.
thing is, it's a fully loaded wagon.
Yes, it needs to get over to the door, and then we.
There's no way you're pulling a fully loaded wagon, dude.
Well, then I got to intimidate the horses.
Okay, so you guys are down there, and you see Joplin still having a hard time with this wagon. Are you guys gonna do anything with that?
I'll go over there and help, see what I can do.
Okay.
I have tried.
We will forego the rolls and say that you're just able to drive this wagon over there. Now, where are you going to park this wagon? Are you going to park it like right next to this other one? Are you going to pull it around back to where the other door is?
The other door. And then unhook the horses.
And then we'll go around to the front and unhook the horses.
Well, you've got Phoenix is over distracting the crowd. Brian could unhook the horses.
I could. Yes, I will.
Okay, Brian unhooks the horses, leaves the wagon there. Now, effectively, even though I'm busting your guys' balls a little bit, but even
little
with the doors opening inward, it is effectively blocking the door. These wagons don't have this isn't Wild West sort of thing where there's like a huge amount of clearance under there. They would have to get on their stomachs and crawl to get out from under from under there. So this door is blocked. Okay. All right. And then you drive the other wagon around to the other side?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I will say, now this is a back alleyway, so there's not a bunch of junk in front of it, so you don't have to worry about doing anything to roll to park it properly. You pull it up, not a problem, boom, you got it. It's there. You unhook the horses, that door is blocked as well.
Okay.
What are you guys going to do?
Well, I'm going to fucking turn to Joplin and say, you make fire.
I'd like to interject something real quick. I've been keeping my eye on Joplin, and then the moment I see him gesturing, I will shout to the crowd. Now run, or I will do this to you, and I'll gesture towards the building. Because I'm the one who's
Okay. So
I have fireball.
okay, so all right. So let me get it straight here. Ari goes, parks the wagon on the other side of the warehouse, releases the horses, comes running around to the front where Brian and I'm assuming Joplin came to after his rather uneventful ability to move the horses. And
Those horses are sons of bitches.
Okay, so you guys are all there.
They don't listen.
The back door has that wagon in front of it, and that's where we're going to pick up as soon as we come back from this itty bitty break. So we're going to take a quick break, get your beverages and your snackages and what have you, and then we'll come back and we'll see what these guys do. All right, we'll be right back. Here we go. We're going in, and we're back. Hello,
Hello.
hey everybody. We're back with this. Did you know?
Uh-oh.
I have to interject. Do you know what
We are unmuted, right? Yeah.
Yes, we are mute. Do you know what the name of that song is?
Oh, that's Entry of the Gladiators.
Enter the Gladiators. That's right. That's what they
What?
would play when the Gladiators would come in to
Clown
fight.
song.
The clown song is Enter the Gladiator.
That's
I mean,
like
it's-
How
Calio song,
insulting.
like the little like
That's
that's the
Is it transposed or something?
Are those the original like instruments, or were they supposed to be played
Yeah.
on?
no. I don't think they played it on like a Calio back in the day.
You would hope it would have been with a lot of deep like bass and drums.
Named ironically, and it was probably for a circus with a bunch of clowns, and it was called Enter the Gladiators.
Oh no, I don't know. I was about to spin a yarn. Oh
Probably.
no, they found the actual books
You know,
with the
DMs.
music.
DMs are good at spinning yarns.
Right.
Well, I can't. It's bullshit, is what it is.
Yeah.
Improv. Good sir.
Improv. There you go. You get a Benny.
Hey.
Don't you dare.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, man. See, you guys should all take notes. You can suck up to me, and I might
But
reciprocate.
never.
I know.
I'll give it to Jocelyn, so we're all on that level 3.
No, I don't even want it. I don't even want it because I know where it came from.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we're
I just
all
want to make
just
sure that
too good.
once we start this fight, someone's playing a Calio version of
Okay.
Enter the Gladiators.
That's
the
your
main thing.
second time saying Calliope. I'm gonna look that up.
It's the
Oh.
instrument.
That-
It's the one that goes like got that wheezy like.
Oh, you mean
Okay, now I'm really sounding old. Do you mean Calliope?
Calliope? Is that how it's pronounced? I've only ever read it in books.
Yeah,
chameleon?
Calliope.
Hey, that's atypical.
You notice how I managed to be the dumb one and still burn you there?
I am from a whole different generation.
Calliope, yeah.
And
Wikipedia does say Calliope.
It makes more sense.
says the person who says a boot.
Well,
You know, funny story. My friend, remember I was telling you that unfortunately my friend passed away recently, but he paid me a compliment once. And he was one to make very strange compliments. And he complimented me saying, he's probably rolling over in his grave now, but because he complimented me saying, you know, you're really good at confidently pronouncing things you have no idea how to pronounce.
Right?
Oh yeah.
And that's how you do it. You fake it till you make it. You
Yeah.
make other people question their own, knowledge on things. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So let's get back to it. So there's 2 wagons parked in front. Joplin comes up, exasperated, that word, from not being able to make the horses do anything. And the mighty Chimera is over looking at the crowd and distracting the crowd and looking over his shoulder back at Joplin. Okay.
I can bring up a barrier of fire.
Yes, which we do know can burn down buildings because you've done it already.
A test run, call it.
Who would have
So
known?
yeah, why don't I make that happen along the back wall of the warehouse?
Okay.
The least obtrusive wall, the one that isn't seen from every angle.
Okay, so yeah, because essentially how this warehouse is situated, there's a main street that it's on. There's an alleyway between it and the adjoining buildings on both sides, and there's a back door to an alley that runs the back of those buildings. So you want to set this fire along one of those alleyway ones between it and the next building.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. Because it's all about burning down as many buildings as possible.
No, it's about keeping this fire hidden.
Okay, so you go into this alleyway, Are you going to take the time?
Oh yes, because I have no choice.
And so how many rounds is this? Hold on a second. I need to roll something.
Let me pull barrier up and look at it.
Well,
Okay.
This has got a big long.
Big long explanation. Yes.
Every casting modifier the caster takes creates the 1 foot wide section. So
Mm-hmm.
if I take 1 round, I can do 1 foot wide section. If I take 2 rounds, etc.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you go back there. How many rounds you taking to cast? So I just need to know how many feet it starts at.
How about 3 rounds?
Okay. Excellent. Then what are you doing next?
Just preparing and casting, and then probably I think maybe backing off to a safe distance, maybe a block or so away.
Okay. So you're just starting the one fire then.
I started 1 fire last time, and it took down 4 buildings.
That's true.
Um,
Who knows how many people were trapped inside of there and how many were able to escape?
wait, didn't we say it? Did it kill people? I don't recall that.
I don't either.
I think there was some property.
I-
I know Ram.
I'm
The
a-
barkeep was still in there when you left, though, so we don't know what happened.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just basically throwing out DM info and hoping you pick up on it without telling you. So you're just gonna start one fire on the one side and then you're out.
start it on both sides.
Is Ari there with him, standing next to him?
Well, I do think I'm pulling the horses.
Those.
She's
oh,
there. I mean, I thought everybody was around. So
no,
I'm-
you know what it is that Ari's looking down the alleyway. Make sure that you do it right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll definitely start this 1 fire, and
Okay,
then
so you got the one fire started.
I'll appreciate it and be like, okay, how's that look?
And I say, start one on the goddamn side.
Meanwhile, I'm standing not too far away, shouting.
I'll
I'll
go.
let you all flame.
Okay, so then where you going to start this next fire?
She says the other side of the building, so I will just basically go to the opposite wall,
Okay,
the opposite exterior.
and how many rounds you going to take making a fire there?
I'm going to take 3 rounds and
Okay. Then what are you going to do?
And then what?
how's the fire looking?
It's looking good. You're standing there admiring your fire. Is that what you're doing?
Well, I think I should definitely.
Okay, it's burning pretty good.
You know, it's like, get the fuck out of sight.
If I was going to estimate time to total damage of this building based on the current progress of the fire,
Shut up. You get out like a protractor. You
No, I
get
know.
into it. Hold
Do I
on.
have
Let me
a
do a quick
smartphone?
calculation. Yes. It's going well. It's definitely getting up. Now this is a damper environment. The wood isn't as brittle as say at high elevation in a desert. But it's definitely burning. This is magical fire that's on it, and it's definitely on fire. And then I need a notice roll from Brian. I need a notice roll from Ari and a notice roll from Joplin.
Oh,
Oopsie.
Oh, and you know what? Phoenix, give me a notice roll too.
okay.
that's not
Actually,
what
we'll
I
roll twice. We'll just take the first, which is a 2
Okay.
and 3.
Okay.
Hey,
So
I noticed more than anyone noticed.
but I'm all right.
so Ari, you're kind of oblivious to it. He's like, yes, it's burning. Good. Okay, we got it going on here. You see smoke starting to billow out from over by the warehouse there, Phoenix. So you surmise that the building is on fire pretty good. And Brian, what is Brian doing? You just standing by the front door?
Essentially, I'm preparing myself mentally for when things hit the fan because they
Gotcha.
always will.
Okay. And then
Helmet on, spear on sheath, that type of deal.
okay. And then we've got Joplin. You hear inside, because you're there and you're admiring your flame, and there's those windows I was talking about, right?
Yeah.
And so one of those windows, or actually both of those windows, are cracked. There's those ones that pull out. You know, they kind of go. You know what I'm saying? They're
Right.
on a single rod, and so that's how they open. And you hear from inside, the pirates inside, they were still a bunch of commotion going on in there, and then you hear somebody go, "Fire! Oh, hey, there's fire outside! I think the place is on fire!" And you hear like scrambling and people moving around and doing different stuff. Okay.
I'd like to cast Burrow.
Hell no.
Okay. All right, hold on. I think we're. Oh, hello.
Yo.
Well, thank you so much, there, Mr. Dirtbag.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not
Oh,
saying,
hello.
just so everybody who's listening, his handle is Dirtbag Don. So I'm not being mean.
You're an adult or a teenage dirtbag, baby?
He's. I know Don.
Are you
Don,
listening to Iron Maiden?
Don is definitely an adult dirtbag.
Oh,
Thank you so much, Don. I appreciate that very much so. And just so you guys know, we haven't said this for a little bit. And we haven't really had much in the way of bits. But every time we get to 1,000 bits, everybody gets what's called a persistent Benny. And they are able to, it's a Benny that does, because in Savage Worlds, you start the game with 3 Bennies, unless you're Joplin, then you get 2. And these persistent Bennies are Bennies that they can keep with them, they don't go away, and they stack upon the normal Bennies until they are used, and then they're gone. So, but right now, we're getting real close. There's some more.
hey,
Oh,
Wow.
Don, you're quickly becoming my favorite.
go dirtbag.
I actually played a game with Don, and here's the thing: is like eventually I will be running, so I'll remember that, Don. Not that I'm saying I'll play favorites, but I'll play favorites. So, okay. So what we're going to have to do here now is, because we're starting to get into a little bit of we're going to go into a niche. Is basically what's going to happen here.
Those are penises.
What are you talking
Am I
about?
the only one who thinks those look like rainbow penises?
Those are bombs.
They're poking out of the heart and
What?
Where is
Yeah.
your
Why?
head?
That's
Where,
why you don't go to Pride, guys. It gets in your mind.
Jeez.
what the hell is wrong with you two?
Okay.
I mean,
All
like
right,
wobble back and forth and everything.
And yet they don't let you show nipples.
let me put in some
But you
other.
can cheer a bunch of
It's
penises.
a friendly rainbow unicorn.
Joplin.
We still appreciate
That's a
it.
happy unicorn.
We do
DM
appreciate
trying
it,
to
Don.
write this in.
Unphallic, as D. Joel Sanau said.
I can't say anything. I'm going to
Phallic.
eat popcorn on stream. So, but popsicle. Oh, God, I can't. My brain doesn't work anymore. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, initiative, right?
Yep. Now hold on. I just got to put
Let's roll.
Brian into the mix there. Okay. So now we've got everybody.
That's not a unicorn face.
No, it's definitely not.
I'm obsessing. I need to get off that page here. I'm going to come back to the game now.
Yeah, you know, close the chat.
Okay. There we go. Okay. So Ari, you get to go first.
She's gone.
Lose, you lose.
You try and run a tight ship, and this is what happens.
Got some weak links, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay, talking about unicorns. Give me a break.
Sorry, did we get distracted?
So
All right.
okay, Ari, it is your turn.
I would imagine somewhere toward the back and the front, somewhere in the middle. I'm going to go ahead and try to get as much as out of the way as possible. Invisible. Not
Okay.
invisible, just stealthy. Hiding behind something.
So you're going to go out into the main thoroughfare?
If that's what I have to do, if there's not a back alley, then yeah, I'll go out to the main thoroughfare.
Well, there is a back alley, and then there's a side. There's 2 side alleys and a back alley. You are currently in a side alley with Joplin.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and run to the back alley.
Okay, you run to the back alley. Gotcha. Where there is currently no fire.
Yes.
Should there be? I can make a fire.
Well, when it's your turn, because you set a fire in the side alley, ran
Yeah.
around to the other side, and set a fire there.
Exactly right.
Just pointing out
Alright.
that you didn't put fire next to either of the doors. Just pointing that out. Granted, they are blocked by wagons.
I mean, okay.
Okay,
We could have probably saved our time and gotten one wagon and used the firewall in front of the other door, but who knows? Oh,
I think my logic is solid.
it is.
it is.
Let's
Just
put
like
it this
the
way.
wagons. The wagons are
I
solid.
would not have your guys' logic be anything but the rock solid logic that you have. Because it is far more entertaining to ride with you guys with how
Yeah.
you normally do things. Okay, so you go to the back alley and you're going to stealth. You're going to try and hide behind. There's like garbage and bullshit back there.
Yeah.
Okay, so just give me a stealth roll.
Apparently, I should have.
What's going on?
It's going down.
Apparently, I can't read stealth. There it is.
Okay, you
Four.
got a 4. You're hidden by a bunch of trash.
I wouldn't expect anything else.
There you go. Joplin.
I'm gonna take some time.
Mm-hmm.
And I pulled it up. I thought,
Maybe.
where is it? Oh, where's Burrow?
You and that burrow spell.
I love this Burrow spell. Oh, it's a -3 casting modifier, so I want to take the time for that.
Okay, so you're going to take 3 rounds.
I'm gonna take 3 rounds and do the humana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is your first round.
All right.
Okay, so we just have to remember that. All right,
Keep a track.
Brian.
Yo,
You see the smoke starting to come out through the side alleyways from where you're assuming these fires were started.
it's an alleyway. Yes, only one way down, one way through.
Correct.
Someone's hiding. Joplin just disappeared into the ground, or he's still chanting.
Well,
I mean-
actually, they're in the side alleyways. You're in the thoroughfare. You're at the front door of the
Yeah.
place. Now, if you want to move from there, you can. Because basically, what happened was the wagon got parked. Ari drove the other wagon around the other side while you were unhooking horses. She comes running back around, grabs Joplin, and then they go running into an alleyway and just leaving you there.
Of course, Phoenix is in the crowd. Is that right?
Correct.
Yeah. I've threatened to burn them all, though, so.
I mean,
Which, by the way, give me an intimidation roll for that. It's not going to count. It's not going to count as your turn, but I want to see.
Oh,
So,
okay, I gotta see
go
this too.
Okay. Oh hell yeah! They all just start leaving in droves. My man got a 14. It's like, oh well, he can do that. And they,
It's not because I have particularly high intimidation for the crowd to know. That was on the wild die. That was.
it doesn't
I
matter. It
twice.
worked.
It works.
Twice or exploded.
You're
twice, I
starting
guess.
to channel
Plus.
all your anger over this pirate situation, and it came through, and everybody starts beating feet away from you.
Aided by
You
this
hear-
plume
you
of
hear-
smoke, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and you do hear a shout or two. You don't know who it came from, but somebody mentioning about get the sentinels. You think?
Mhm. Well, since those two are paired off over there, I'll pair off with Phoenix, since the only thing I can rely on right now is just sound logic and strategy. So I'm going to stick with Phoenix, maybe not immediately near him, or with him, I should say, but just nearby. Maybe just I
You're
don't
pretty
know.
much probably, I would assume, too, keeping an eye on that front door where the wagon's blocking it, right?
that's not my concern at the moment. It's just keeping
Okay.
us alive.
Okay,
Mhm.
cool. All right.
So you're just okay.
Yeah, I'm in the crowd with you as they're dispersing.
Okay, cool.
And Phoenix, you disperse the crowd quite thoroughly and turn around, and there's Brian close by.
I'm gonna pull the hood back up and just start walking towards that wagon. I want to plant myself by that front door.
Okay. Excellent. Now I need to do one thing here for a
And
second.
of course, tell Brian that as well.
Of course, I'll go with him.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that worked out perfectly. Okay, so who wants to roll the die for me?
Not me.
I mean, I think
And I think everyone agrees with
I
me.
think I just blew my wad, so somebody else can go.
Don't all jump.
Full way of putting it.
Okay, so I'm going to need 2 rolls. So 1 roll, I'll need Brian, roll me a d20.
I'm on it.
Oh, wow. Oh, I totally lied. I meant a d10. Sorry.
I can do that.
You got a 12.
7. Okay.
And you know what? That actually ends up being better, I assume.
Yes, you don't know that.
Ari, we're going to go ahead and stick with the d10 and give me a d10 roll.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Is that good or is that
Yeah.
bad?
You'll find out.
It's good.
Okay. And that'll happen next round.
What will happen next round?
It's
All
not
right.
gonna tell us.
What?
It's your turn.
Again?
Yeah. Oh, we got it. No, I got a deal.
Do the thing.
Yeah. I
I
forgot.
was like, hang on here.
I forget which game I play sometimes. You know. Okay. And ooh.
Apparently, I'm going to give.
Well, Joplin, guess what? You just got a Joker.
Joker.
Everybody
Hey.
gets a Benny.
Hey, Benny.
I need someone.
Back to 3 bennies.
I so needed that Benny.
In what world do I not have a pen next to me? I always have like 50,000. Oh, right, I'm packing. 1 second.
There you go. So, and you're still casting, correct?
Yes, I am. I'm not changing that at all.
Okay. And I take it you moved away from the section of the wall that's starting to burn quite thoroughly.
Yes, I
Okay.
I only burn myself intentionally.
Gotcha. That's what I thought. Okay, Brian,
Yep.
it's your turn.
Well, do I notice anything happening as it's starting to burn and smoke? Are people coming out? And
You're definitely noticing an awful lot more smoke. You notice that there's definitely people taking notice of the fact that, hey, there's smoke and it smells like fire. And currently you don't notice any activity by the front door, which is the only door that you have in your line of sight.
hmm I mean, it fits. This wasn't my plan, and I'm not going to do anything for or against it. So I'm just going to do the old wait and see.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mhm.
Excellent. So, Ari, it is your turn.
So I'm going to go ahead and just wait in the alleyway, wait for people to come out. Right now, I'm going to prepare Entangle. So if I see Doru coming out, I'm gonna want to cast it on him.
Gotcha. Okay. Now we have the pirates. The front doors, because it's a double door thing, fly open. You can see on the other side of the wagon, they fly open. Brian and Joplin, and you see the heads and whatnot of confused pirates, and you see that they're starting to crawl underneath the wagon to get out from the warehouse. Ari, the doors in the back pretty much fly open at the same time, and you see a couple of pirates starting to climb out underneath the wagon after they realize what's going on here.
Okay.
Phoenix.
All right. What's any action at the front door?
Yeah, the front door's opened, and there's from what you can see, it looks like the 7 that was rolled are 7 pirates looking to crawl out from under the wagon and get out of the warehouse. Right now, I'll say that they're coming out in 2s. So there's two
There's
pirates,
two of them.
two of them crawling underneath the wagon, and
I'm
you
gonna
see
kick
the
one of them in
heads.
the face.
Oh,
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
All right, that is a fighting attack.
Oh, good night, nurse. Yeah, you straight up, you nailed them.
Okay, and then
Well-
with my other foot, I will follow. Well, actually, I guess does my ambidextrous apply to attack with both feet?
Sure, why not?
Okay, cool. I like that ruling because it means I get to kick another guy in the face.
As you do with the 11. So you just walk up and go whack, whack. Okay, so go ahead and roll your damage on those guys.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot about that.
Oh,
That-
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. You roll 19. Are you looking to do lethal damage on these guys?
I mean, he's gonna burn to death if I knock him out anyway. So I guess yeah, I'm trying.
Okay,
to
so you
get this going.
broke that dude's neck.
Okay,
The first guy
perfect.
you kicked.
trying to create a barrier here.
Look how
And-
uncomfortable Brian is all of a sudden.
Just murdering fools.
Yes, they are. Oh my God!
Oh.
He does. This is what happens. You don't go over and just kick the guy and break his neck. They're crawling out underneath, and they just crest. Their bodies just get out like they're getting out from underneath. And as soon as their heads peek out from underneath the wagon, you're just standing right there, and you stomp on one's head, and you walk over and you stomp on the other. You just they bust open like ripe melons on the pavement, on the cobblestones and whatnot.
Heck.
I turned to Brian after I stomped with the second one. I said, "I'm very sorry, but improvisation."
Improv. You don't even. Were they attacking us?
Mm.
Oh man, I was going to like my forehead.
Brian,
Yep.
you have another one of those flashbacks right then. And it's pretty much the same scene you saw earlier with the mayhem and the burning and the wanton savagery. And again, it's just for a briefest of seconds. Okay. Hey, Joplin. Oh, no, wait. Then we got to start again. We got to deal again.
Yeah. Throw me another joker.
Yeah, man. I'm getting on it right now. Here we go. Nope. No jokers this time around. Sorry. Okay.
Paid for those good rolls.
All right, Ari, you see those pirates crawling out underneath. There's two of them crawling underneath the wagon right now.
As my action, can't do a notice and see if I recognize either of them.
Are you trying to discern if one of them is Doru?
Yes.
Definitely these guys aren't Doru. You will notice Doru. I mean, the guy's tatted up and
Okay.
yeah,
If
he's...
I notice that as them coming out, it's not Doru, I'd hold my entangle. I'd continue casting.
Okay, so you're just getting ready to cast on the... Okay, all right, not a problem. So, well, that'll be on their turns. Brian, there's two ripe, busted melons on the ground in front of you, and you hear the pirates are say, hey, keep going, what are you doing? Don't stop, move. They're yelling at the two dead guys under the wagon that they don't know.
Some guy realizes like first it was Bob and now
Yeah.
So there's two more pirates crawling out of the smoke.
No. They right now none of that's happening yet because that'll happen on their turn. But the pirates that are there are confused at the moment because the two pirates that were crawling out underneath just stopped.
Oh,
And
that's what you're saying.
And they don't know what's going on. So you're just hearing their exclamations as well.
Yeah, they're stuck in the pipeline. Got it. I'm gonna get the bodies. We'll figure this out later. I'm gonna pull them out of the way, and then I'm just gonna reach my hand in and try to help other people out.
What?
Excellent. So he's doing that. Phoenix, you can talk to him. You can say, hey, what?
I actually kind of just killed those guys so we wouldn't have to kill the rest of these guys because they get stuck in there and then the building would kill them.
We're here for Doru. And then I'm just going to continue working because I'm not going to stand here and listen to people burn alive.
You go, Brian.
We're here for Doru.
Yes. Don't let these.
If he wants to stop me, he can stop me, but I'm going to try to help people out. I'm going to make sure it's not Doru or not. and then I'm going to.
Everybody
prepared.
who's watching or listening to this, take notes. This is how you play a paladin, and he's not even a paladin. This guy is the embodiment.
I already went with a burn it down plan, so
Okay, but go slow. Rescue slowly. You don't need
Of
to
course.
rush.
Okay,
Drag
Joplin.
them out. That should be enough time to like look at them.
It's the third and final round of your spell. So next round it takes effect. Well, next round you get to roll.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna.
I
bang
hope
in.
you bust some ones.
Not gonna happen.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen. It's
I will
gonna.
spend every penny
Hold
I
on.
have.
No,
That's-
humana for you, sir.
This is my GM mojo. I'm casting it on your dice right now to roll
You've
low.
already done it. Obviously,
true.
You hacked the system. You've
Okay,
changed
pirates.
my outcome.
We'll stick with the front. We'll take care of the front door first. Brian, you like reach down, grab those guys by their hands or by the back of the clothes with the back of their where their
Rough,
smash is,
right?
and then
Sure.
just pull them out of the way, and then you're able to help out the two other pirates out from under the wagon. And as they stand up, they don't draw weapons, but they quickly you notice that they take a visual inventory of what's going on. There's this dude in plate armor that looks like kind of, because we remember the armor is like it's dark, like almost black and red. You look kind of like a bad guy. And then there's the mighty Chimera with blood all over his feet. And
Sorry, a wagon came over, ran over your friends.
they
Pretty
they start running unless you guys do anything to stop them.
I'm not interested.
Okay, so let's see.
I'm not interested.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. At the back door, the two pirates have climbed out successfully. They're helping the third get out from underneath the wagon, and as the third one gets out, the three of them are beginning to push the wagon out of the way. Okay, so that's what they're doing. And
Wait, on our side or
no,
on
no,
theirs?
in the back where Ari's at.
Okay,
Where
well.
Ari's at.
Oh,
Okay, Phoenix. What's up?
That's a great fucking question. I can't leave Brian, but those guys are gonna fucking die back there. I don't know that though, so
hard.
I'm gonna confer with Brian. I'm gonna use my turn just to have a quick conversation.
Go ahead, man. Yeah.
If we're helping these guys out of here, we've slowed them down. Building's on fire. They're all in panic escape mode. Should we just push this thing out of the way and get to Doru faster, or should we try and box
No.
them in so we can tell where he's going to come from?
not looking at Phoenix. I'm just looking at the smoke, at the fire that I can kind of see inside. No. We're going to let them crawl out here one by one. We'll see Doru, or we'll see Doru afterward.
Gotcha. Okay.
Excellent.
Sorry about killing those guys. Okay.
After that, we'll sort that later.
All right. Let's.
So trying to keep Brian's hands clean.
His hands are clean. Your all's hands are dirty. Okay, so
That was
Ari,
bad.
again, you get first. It's your turn.
This is the re-roll?
Yeah,
Can I-
yeah. You had an ace the last time. I just redealt it. You got a king this time.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm holding. I realize there's no such thing as a +1 on a spellcast roll, but I'm holding for Doru.
Okay.
As soon as I see him, I'm going to cast this thing.
Okay. So the wagon is pushed out of the way, at least enough so that they push it aside so that one of the doors, because it's a double door entry, one of the doors is enough so you can, and yeah, so that's what happens there. Well, that will happen on their turn. I'll get to that. So Joplin, all right, your burrow spell takes effect.
Okay. And then I'm rolling for it.
Oh yeah.
Look at that, baby. You got a nice big old 14.
go.
You got it.
Look at it all. Now I should be able to have a range of about 20 yards
Yeah.
from my
Mm-hmm.
gray area under the earth.
Okay.
I want to head towards the doors
Okay.
where everyone will sort of be funneling to, but I want to be behind them.
So you want to go, let me see if I get this correct. You're going to go under the ground. You're going to go under the warehouse.
Under the warehouse.
And to basically where you would either front or back door, which one are you choosing?
Well, I want to be in sort of the center of the room, assuming that everybody is filing towards those.
Okay, the center of the warehouse, and then you're going to come up in there.
Do I, and then we've been unclear about this, do I get an idea of where people are?
No.
You know, I don't get.
You have an idea of you get visual information before you go under the ground, and then as you travel through the ground, you have an idea of what is in your general vicinity of you where you're at. So essentially, if you're in the ground, you're like, "There's a rock above me, really big. I can't come up. I'll keep going." So that's basically what it allows you to do.
My estimate, then, my best estimate for popping up behind everyone. Assume they're all in front of me, hopefully.
Well, you can essentially, this is what you could do. You could move in underneath the warehouse. You can move under the ground and get to a point where you know that you're essentially in the center of the warehouse and discern where it's okay to pop up. Is that what you're going to do?
Well, hang on here, because
Okay. Because you're not going to know which doors they're at. You're not going to know. You'll have an idea of where the doors are. You can travel towards those.
a burrowing mage can attempt to surprise a foe by making an opposed stealth versus notice roll.
Correct. And that would be essentially like, let's paint the picture of there's a guard on duty and he's standing by his door. And you see him, you go in the ground, you travel through the ground, and you pop up next to him. That's where that situation would basically be.
So this isn't going to be an opposed roll in any way against anybody's notice?
Only if you pop up next to somebody, and what I'm basically saying is that you know generally what is directly above you.
All right, let's do it. Let's roll the dice.
Okay, so you're going to go in, and you're going to basically come up in the warehouse, in and around the center of the warehouse, so that then you can discern who's what, where, and when.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, not a problem. So basically what'll happen is on your next turn, I'll say basically you're going to pop up inside the warehouse.
Okay.
Got it. All right. It's the pirates' turns. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So
for now, though,
we're going to go to the front. 2 more pirates come out from underneath, and they do pretty much like the other guys did, because they're aware of what's going on the outside of the doors, and they saw that their guys got out and crawled out and then ran away, and they're like, well, shit. So they get out too, and when they pop up, it's pretty much the same thing. They're greeted with the same visual. They start running, okay? And there's another pirate, it appears, that is getting ready to make their, just one more pirate getting ready to go underneath the wagon there. In the back, the wagon's been pushed out of the way of the door. Okay, those pirates pushed the wagon out of the way, and out into the back alley, holding on to his 2 cutlass-like machetes with his tattooed face. You can think, Ari, she's the one who rolled what door he's going out of. Comes Doru, and he's looking around and he's pissed. So we're going to give him a notice roll. Oh yeah, baby.
You want to roll that again? You see how much? Oh god.
Okay,
Well.
and let's just do it to see. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So 8. He got a 12. So what I need from you, my dear Ari, is you need, because this is opposed. He's looking for people, and you're trying to hide. So give me a stealth.
Nine.
Not enough. So he comes out. He
Unless you
stands.
Benny, we had that Joker Benny. Remember that?
Yeah, you got Benny's, lady. If you want to.
If it's important enough to you.
Well, I've got the entangled until I see him. I'm holding still.
Yes, you can still get that. That entangle's going to go off. So you
Yeah.
can go ahead and roll that.
Save that
I'm
for the
not-
roll.
Oh no, he just gets to roll this. And which one does he roll? Is it a spirit? It's not a spirit for that one.
Sorry, let me look again. It's been a bit. It is an agility.
He gets an agility. Okay, so this is what happens: is he comes stepping out, and you cast, and all the shadows start coming up out of the ground, trying to wrap around him, and all this different stuff. And let's give my man his agility check. Let's see what he gets. Okay.
So it does say this arcane skill roll is opposed by the target's agility. So I
You
would
still have to
as-
roll. Yeah. So you go ahead and roll. Okay.
And I'm,
Benny.
and I'm gonna Benny it.
Okay.
That's what the Bennies are for.
Yeah.
You've got him.
Okay.
And so, like, the shadows come up out of the ground and start wrapping around him. But he saw you coming out, and he yells at the pirates, "There, get her!" And he points you out, even though, because he can't really move or anything else on this turn, but he sees you and he points you out. And the other three pirates that had just finished pushing the wagon out of the way all turn and they draw their swords, and that's it. That they don't get to do anything else this round. Brian.
Hello. Do I hear any of this happening on the other side of the warehouse?
Go ahead and roll a notice roll, and you got to get a serious roll here because there's
That
a lot
doesn't
of.
sound encouraging.
It's not, because this is just like a shot in the dark now.
All right, I'm gonna Benny this because I think it's worth.
Yeah, no,
Nothing.
Mhm.
Nothing.
No.
Don't.
Yeah. There's a lot of pandemonium going on to interfere with all this, and she's on the other side in an alleyway of.
That's fine. It's
yeah.
fine.
Okay, last but not least, we got Phoenix, man. What are you doing, bro?
I'm just sitting on my hands, waiting for something to happen. I can't. I mean, I can't hear anything, can I? Guess I should.
Well, you can roll too. I mean, if you bust high enough, you might hear something. You might hear Doru scream. Nah, man, you don't.
No.
There's just
Then
too
I'm
much going on.
I'm just peeking under the thing, seeing if I can see anything in terms of, are there more people coming from this side?
No, the only thing that you notice is there's that one. It appears to be the last pirate at this
One guy
door,
coming out.
getting ready to come out. You got
Can
it.
I tell if it's Prince Dora?
You can definitely tell it's not Prince Doru.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will pass that on.
He's got the stereotypical I'm a generic pirate uniform on, so you definitely know it's not the prince.
I just turn to Brian and go.
I mean,
this comes
technically,
from
don't
this
you have
side.
movement?
Not him. Yeah.
And movement too.
Okay, it's time to deal because that's back to Ari. All right, let's see here. Oh, hey, look at that! Phoenix is gonna get to go first.
All right. So having passed on, I don't think he's coming from this side. What should we do? Should we see if there's any other exits? Maybe one out a different way.
Hmm.
They've got the back covered. Should we check the sides, make sure no one's coming out a
We
window?
both leave. Odds are he'll come out here in the front. But you go. See if he's back
I'm just gonna walk. I'm not going into the alley because I'm assuming the fire is raging in the alley.
Yeah, the fire in the alley is going pretty good right now. Yeah, and
So
it's-
I'm not gonna try and maneuver
You
that. I'm
would
just
be
gonna-
you would be able to run through it, and I would just you just have to make an agility check going through the alley.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna abandon Brian because I don't know for sure he's not coming this way yet. So I'm just gonna look down and see if there's anyone in the alley. Can I see anything down
Nope.
the alley?
All you see is the burning side of the warehouse on both of them.
Then I'll take up my station again and sweat.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Now we got the pirates. Let's do the easy one first. The last pirate at the front door crawls out from underneath. He's going to take the same, do the same thing the other pirates that came out, and he's going to run off. Now we've got the other pirates in the back with Ari. Oh, wait. Oh, that. Joplin, this is your turn when you come up in the warehouse. That's right. I thought I missed you for a second there, but we didn't.
No, I was just dead last.
Yeah. Okay, so these three pirates all charge you with their swords.
Me?
No,
Ari.
me.
Oh, okay, good.
He's still around.
I don't mean good.
They come up and essentially they bum rush you.
Let's watch these rolls.
And so they are swinging on you with their swords. Now, technically, I'm not going to do it this round, but unless you make a daring escape, you're going to be surrounded on the next round. So they will get bonuses for having surrounded you,
Putting you. How nice.
but not this round. So Pirate 1, I take it that's a miss.
Yeah,
Pirate 2,
that's a hit.
okay.
Oh no!
Fire's a hit.
Pirate 3 is a miss. Okay, so we've got here we go. This is the damage for the pirate that hit. They are going to do a total of 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's 1.
He's doing a strength plus.
Yeah,
Strength plus.
Plus the
Yeah,
weapon.
so 1 above my toughness.
Got it.
one above your toughness. Okay,
Shaken.
So I'm
you're going to be stunned.
Shaken.
I'm sorry, shaken. Yeah, not stunned. Shaken.
You're paralyzed.
Not stirred.
You don't have your GM screen set up over there in real life.
And hold on, I've got. I don't like these though, because look how small that print
They
is.
look
Yeah,
beautiful.
no, I can't use those.
They are. I laminated them and everything. So, but
Quality.
They're
Quality.
great for like reference where you don't have to flip through the book, but
yeah. And here's the
you see what
thing
I'm
too.
saying.
I've got new glasses, and I'm due for bifocals. Shut the hell up. So basically, for me to see good up close, I got to pull them down the bridge of my nose a little.
yes, so please
Shut up. Okay, so you're shaken right now. Okay. All right. So that's their 3 turns, but now we get to roll for the prince, and for him to
Prince?
break out of it, it is a strength.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think it's a strength, and it's like a 5. Yeah.
Okay, so he's just got a strength to get out of it. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I don't need to roll his wild die. He got out. He busts out of the magical bonds, the shadow ropes that are holding him in place, and he breaks out of them and then moves up behind his buddies. He's not attacking or anything, of course, but he just moves. So he will be there to encourage your slaughter, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so the pirates are all done. Hey, Ari! Hey, that's good. It's your turn.
All right. What do I have to roll to get unshaken?
Vigor. Or
Gotta
spend
roll-
a Benny. Instantly.
Spend a Benny, it's instant, or you can roll a vigor.
So I also have combat reflexes, which is a +2.
Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna roll a vigor, which is so it's a 4 + 2 is 6.
You got it. You got it. You just
You
got to
see
get a
the
4.
success.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you're not
So-
shaken.
Then I'm going to go ahead and cast
You're not going to beg for mercy?
fucking no.
Figured I'd try.
Aggressive.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try to cast fear first.
Ooh.
And see if I can
nice.
get some people to run away.
Okay. So
And hang on. I want to.
I didn't think you had to do a spellcast on that one, right? Or do you?
Because I
He's
think
not a cantrip.
no.
They just have to roll and get successes to beat the fear.
Oh,
correct?
okay. Hang on. Oh yeah, it's just it says a guts check,
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So it's just them.
but it
rolling.
does. Yeah, this is apply a -2 to the guts roll if the caster gets a raise. So I do think I have to spell cast first.
Oh, in case you get a raise.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm
yeah.
gonna go ahead and Benny that for grins.
Okay.
Okay, well, 7.
So they have to get successes, otherwise they are feared of you. So
Feared.
Pirate 1, he's good. Pirate 2, he fails. Pirate 3, he fails. And then let's go for the Prince. He's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 of the pirates look like they take a step back from you. They're like feared of you. What happens is the same thing you said. Those smoky tendrils like go off from you and like touch them.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's the same thing that happened with the horse drivers.
Gotcha. Okay.
My eyes kind of clouded over. Smoke came and touched them. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you got 2 of them, which that's good. So technically, there's not going to be a bonus on the attack. We'll see how I play it.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah. Okay, Brian.
Well, with no one else coming along,
Nope, nobody else is coming to that door. And smoke is definitely starting to come out from the open door at the front now.
okay. So the inner foyer is on fire. Is that right?
Well, at least there's enough fire that the smoke is collecting inside of the warehouse enough that it's gotten to the ceiling and come down to the point where it's coming out of the doors. Now, these doors are bigger than normal. There are like almost 10 feet tall doors. But
Sure.
yeah, so that means that the fire's going pretty good.
I'm gonna look over at Phoenix. Did you say there was 2 ways out of here?
One in the front, or in the back.
Let's go. And I'm going to see if I can find a way to make my way back there.
Okay. You can definitely go through the alley. And then all you need to do is give me still just an agility check to avoid the flames that are in there. Not a problem.
Nice.
And I take it, Phoenix, you're going to follow suit
I will, yeah.
on your turn? Okay.
You get it? Suit card. For those who don't get it, Savage World Initiative is tracked by playing cards, not a number.
Okay, I'm
Feel
going
free to laugh
to...
along.
Nothing better for a joke than when you have to.
Explain, yeah.
Like,
Oh, that's a type of humor, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
There used to be a joke me and my friends used to do when we were writing in the writer's room. It would be Dylan explain that joke, and then I would spend as long as I could explaining the joke.
The longer
Eventually
it
it becomes
goes,
funny
the
again.
funnier it is. Yeah.
Okay, so basically what we got here is I'm just gonna reveal some stuff here. This is what you're inside. You come up basically right. Oh, let me get back to the thing. You come up inside the warehouse, right there. Now, I guess I should show this to everybody so that they can see. I'm going to transition over so they can see the map. Okay, so basically, Joplin, you come up right in the center of the warehouse. You're right there.
Okay. Where's Prince Doru?
Give me a notice roll.
See, now, 3 rounds it took me to go under the ground, and 1 round it took me to pop up inside.
It took you 3 rounds to cast a spell, so you didn't have minuses.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just saying that should be a total of like 16 seconds.
Yeah.
We barred the doors, lit the place on fire,
Mhm.
and it's empty in 16 seconds.
Well, you barred the doors, started the fire, and we didn't get into the rounds until after the fires were going and
This
the smoke.
this spell is useless.
Well, when you take 3 rounds to make sure you get no minuses, it's
I
It-
want that strong caster thing.
well,
it wasn't really the best spell for what you were intending.
It was a perfect spell for me to pop up behind somebody and be
It would
able
have
to
been,
attack
you
them.
know, the only thing that prevented this from being an awesome plan is the fact
The
that
DM?
the pirates running out of the burning warehouse and able to climb under the wagons,
yeah.
and me. Okay, so give me that notice roll.
What the damn notice? It's my worst thing.
Because as you can,
Okay.
excellent, you got a 12. So what? You don't see anybody. You see all this stuff that's in here. There's a bunch of. For some reason, they've got this awesome collection of statues that they're dealing with. I mean, these are obviously relics that they've stolen from some sort of. It's starting to make a little bit of sense of why they were interested in those ruins, because obviously they work and trade in antiquities and stealing stuff from places, because that's what's going on here. But you hear Prince Doru barking orders out the back door, and this is the back door over here.
Oh, let me get back to that.
Yeah, he's over here, man. He's out in the
And
back.
I'm in the center of the room. He's over there. Can I use my
He's-
movement to head that direction?
You
At least-
you can get out into the alleyway.
I don't want to get out into the alleyway.
You can get to
I
the
wanna-
door.
I want to stay inside the building
Mm-hmm.
and see Doru from my vantage point.
You can totally do that. And I need you to give me a vigor roll +2. Because of it's starting to get smoky in here. You're not going to get incapacitated and fall down. Okay, 5. You got it. You got the +2. Your eyes are burning a little bit from the smoke and whatnot that's in here. But you're able to run over to that back door, and you're standing in the back door, and you're looking out into the alleyway, and you see Ari surrounded by pirates and Prince Doru there, too. It's looking really bad for Ari right about now. And that's okay. So there we go. So
Is that? Do I still have time to do something, or have I used up everything I can do? I
That's-
noticed and I moved.
That's
and
pretty much, yeah. That's everything right there. But let's hopefully you get a high.
No.
So you're going last again. I'm
hate
so
you.
sorry.
The dice hate me tonight. They just
They
hate me.
so do. Okay, Ari, though, you get to go first.
I don't know if that's gonna help anybody.
There's two very, very feared pirates
Yeah.
there, and then there's Prince Doru and the other unaffected pirate.
So I'm going to go ahead and
Beg for mercy?
no. I'm going to go ahead and I want to cast Spirit Servant
Mm-hmm.
at
Fuck
Prince
that.
Doru.
And what's Spirit Servant do?
So if successful, I conjure an ethereal spirit.
Ethereal spirit. Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then I can lift up 10 times the caster's spell die type, or my spirit die type.
Mm-hmm.
So my spirit is 60 pounds. I can lift it up.
What are you going to attempt to lift up?
Prince Doru.
He weighs way more than 60 pounds.
Yeah, but maybe potentially like pull him back of some sort.
I can tell you right now that won't work.
No?
This is an ethereal thing for one. This is basically this versions of the unseen servant. And so basically what would happen is he would come over there and he would like tug on him and be completely ineffectual. It's not going to keep him from like swinging a sword on you. I would allow a minus because essentially it's a little bit of drag, but it's not going to have the type of effect I think that you're hoping it is.
So I'll go ahead and try to cast Fear again.
You can do that, sure. Okay, so go ahead and roll your fear.
Just
Okay.
sick.
Okay, let's do first we'll do the pirate. And he succeeds. And let's do Prince Doru. And he succeeds.
Okay.
You still have
Um,
do you want to run away?
I'll step back some. Whatever my movement will let me step back.
Okay, they will get attacks of opportunity on you when you leave, just so you know. But it's still probably quite...
Both of them?
Yeah, because they're both in range of you.
Oh, then I won't move.
Okay. Okay.
There's no point in moving.
Don't worry, Joplin's there. He's going to save the day. All right, so okay, so that's your turn. Brian, you
Yep.
come barreling through. You're able to because I'm assuming you moved your complete move,
Of
and
course.
I'm not going to have you roll for that extra move. I'm just going to double it. And
Appreciate
what
it.
that means is that you come out into the back alley,
Mhm.
and you see Doru, you see two pirates that are backpedaling, but they're still kind of right next to Ari. So you know what I'm saying. You get to see exactly what's going on. It's like all unfolding, and there's Doru right there, big as day.
So, as I get there, do I come out of the smoke and fire?
You sure do. You
Fantastic.
sure do. You're all dramatic.
Of course, I yell out Doru's name, and if I can get his attention, I'll take my helmet off so he can see who I am, and let him know. Blood Oath ends today, and I'm just going to cut the smoke with my spear, and I'm going to charge at him.
Okay. So you're able to close
If I can.
the distance for sure. You're able to close the distance, so you can definitely go ahead and attack him.
Great. I'm going to attack wildly, which allows me to give a +2 to my attack,
Yep.
but everybody else can get a +2 on me.
Yeah, well, and I'm also near, so doesn't that do something too?
It's a flanking. It's flanking, and you know what? Yeah. What the fuck? Go ahead. Give him another +1.
+1, right, for flanking? Oh, gang up bonus is like
Yeah.
Faster. My
It helps when we use the correct terminology.
that's +3. That's 12.
You hit.
Fantastic.
Right, we have some info.
So that's 9 + 2 since it's wild. So that's going to be. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm counting that one. That's going to be 8 damage.
8 damage. That hits. Actually, I'm sorry. No,
Toughness?
8 damage does not hit. It doesn't get over his toughness.
That's fine.
And now we're going to see one of Doru's special abilities and why he's a prince. He
Let us see.
immediately attacks you back.
Yeah, I was looking at those today.
Bam! And he rolls a 12 and a 12.
Can I Betty that?
I think you probably want to,
Yeah,
because he's going to get a total of a 20. So,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So, well, you don't Benny his. You can Benny.
You can force rerolls with that.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so you're gonna force a reroll with this. Okay, so he's gonna. Here goes the reroll. He got an 11. Does 11 beat your parry?
11 does beat.
Okay.
At least you didn't.
You should have saved it to soak, though.
Okay, so let's go ahead and roll the damage. So he does 15 points of damage to you.
What does he do? Oh, that's his weapon and the.
You got it. Strength and his weapon. Mm-hmm.
That beats and then goes into the next bracket. So 15.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's shaken and a wound.
Shaken in a wound.
Shit.
Okay.
Now 2 of us are wounded.
And bye. I think only one of us are. I'm only shaken. Or I'm not even.
You aren't even shaking.
Oh, that's right.
It's just him, yeah.
Joplin is wounded from last session.
Why do you think I look like this?
We forgot to roll. We forgot to roll your shaken, Ari. So
No, she unshook.
No, she
Actually,
didn't.
I'm
Shake.
shook.
She used
I
the.
did a vigor +2.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
right.
that's right. You're right. My bad. Okay. So yeah, you go barreling up there, and you almost hit him. He parried it away, and then whack, smacked you hard. Ooh, okay, cool. Don't worry, Phoenix is right behind you, and
Yeah, I'm
Joplin
only 2
is.
turns away from attacking.
And Joplin's in the doorway.
I'll be there next turn.
Phoenix, it's your turn.
It is my turn. Okay, I'm gonna try and do what Brian did last turn and get through this fire.
Okay,
I'm
yep.
still out front, so
Yep.
I need an agility roll, right?
Yeah, just an agility roll.
Okay, where'd my character sheet go? There it is. Okay, agility. Got good agility. Come on. Yeah,
You make
okay,
it, not a problem. Okay.
All right.
So you basically get all the way. You're just gonna move, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna double it. So you come out into the back alleyway just as you see Doru parry Brian's spear away and then smack him with his sword. So you saw that. Okay.
Oh no.
Jesus.
Pirates attacks. Okay, so now we've got the one pirate who is unshaken is going to attack Ari. Ooh. So he got a 7. Does the 7 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's his damage.
Ah.
Ooh, and he rolled a 6. So no, you don't. Do you?
So that meets my toughness.
He gets the. You still get the. If he rolls a 6, he rolls again, right? Even with damage, right? Or no? Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, damn, any die can.
That's what I thought. Okay, so hold on.
Meets my toughness.
Okay, so here's the total. He did 11.
Oh, right, because that was exploding, and then
He gets his strength and his weapon for damage. So there's 2.
It hits me. I think I'm just shaking again.
Okay, 11. What's your toughness?
7.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
No,
So that's 4. That's a
that's
wound. You have a
wound.
1 wound, and you're shaken.
So 7,
We are
9,
fucked.
10.
Okay, so we've got 1
We
wound.
don't want this to be too easy.
My useless spell took too long.
And then
Nothing
Shoot
Brian,
this guy in the head, Joplin, and we'll be fucking done with this shit.
It took 12 seconds too long.
I
okay,
didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
that's all right. Now it is the time for Prince Doru, and since Brian, you're the only person on him, he's both
Oh,
of these
God, he's-
both these attacks are coming to you.
God,
So
both
they're
of them.
9,
That's +2. So that's 11.
11, and here's
Yep.
his wild die. So the wild die didn't do anything. So does 11 hit you?
It hits me. Mhm.
Okay, so here's his damage.
Wait, why is there a +2 to Dora?
I attacked wild.
Wildly,
Oh.
So that's 13.
13 points.
Oh, that's scary looking.
I thought
Um, my toughness, it exceeds my toughness. So I am going to take my second wound, but I'm going to soak this with my third Benny of the night.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's see. I have
There's a
Iron
soak
Jaw.
roll button.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Wait,
Gives you +2.
no, that's for knockout blows. Oh no, soak rolls. Yeah.
Yeah.
So vigor that's be +2. That's going to be a total more than 8. So
Okay. So you're
I-
good. It washes that.
Yep, washes that and the shaken.
Yep. Okay. So now you just have still the 1 wound only. So
No, I wash away both wounds, and since I have no more wounds, it also takes the shaken.
it gets rid of the wound you already took.
If you go back to that page, it says that as well. Even from previous sources is the exact wording.
When you soak.
Yes.
Okay, I'll believe you.
I appreciate
Like I said, I lean on you for rules, so there you go. That's totally fine. All right, so that's his first attack.
First attack, yep.
Here comes the second attack.
Let's see it.
Okay.
That hits.
Okay, so here's his damage.
Ooh.
Oh, hold on, let me roll. That's a 17, 8, 19 points.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Hmm.
Sorry if anyone's.
You're a
related.
you're a big can. You're a tank. You're supposed. How is he hitting you?
Well, let's be honest here. If that was Ari who was fighting, she'd be dead.
So, what was the total? 19?
19.
My toughness is 11. So
Okay.
that's, what is that, 8 above?
8 above, so that's 2 wounds.
Right. 2
Holy
wounds.
shit.
2
I'll
wounds.
use my 4th Benny of the night. 4th
Okay.
because of the Joker.
The
My
Joker, yeah.
Benny. And go try to soak this up. Can I soak more than once a turn?
I don't see why not.
Soaking it up. There we go.
There it is. You look at that.
That's more than 8, so that's more than 2 wounds. So
Yep.
not
So it washes again.
Mhm.
Do you have any persistent bennies?
I think I have 2 because I think it was Lee Kim gave it to us earlier, last session.
Oh, you guys got one last session?
I think so.
Was
Last
it
time I got
last-
was 7/24. No, okay, no, that was all the way in July. Yeah, I'm fine. But anyways, yeah. So I soaked up the wounds from his second attack.
Okay.
That's it.
And then just take a look at your sheet and see if you can find your persistence, because otherwise you're at 0.
I have 2.
You've got 2. Okay, so you still got 2 persistent bennies. See, this is where those bits come into play for these guys because, yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that's the pirates. The pirates are done, and so now it is going to be. Oh, I got a deal again.
No.
Oh, that's right.
No.
Look at that.
Jesus, man, everything's taking me forever.
It's far too easy. Oh, thank you. Okay, what are you doing, Joplin? I'm an asshole sometimes.
Sometimes.
A couple of times.
I want
Ooh.
to control the prince.
You're gonna try and control Prince Doru.
Yes.
Is there any,
Okay.
you don't have to charge that up or anything?
Okay, let's see. So it's going to be an opposed.
It
You're-
gives me 1 minute of control per level. It's an opposed roll, which I think is why it's not a timed thing. But
Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be his spirit roll against your
Yes.
Arcana roll. Okay. I don't like that there's no distance on here. I'm sure you're within distance, but I'm.
well, that's why I tried to get at least within view. So I was looking.
Oh
right
yeah,
at it.
because you have to be looking at him. Okay, cool. All right, let's do it.
I'm bennying that immediately.
Okay, go ahead.
Mm.
I'll wait to roll for him until you do it. We'll add to the suspense.
That makes me so nervous.
Oh,
Dude, you better Benny out of that, because otherwise there's going to be something seriously bad happen to you.
Those
He
are
ro-
natural twos. Those are natural
Oh,
twos.
Yeah,
that's
those are
right,
natural
natural
Oh,
twos.
there we are. Okay,
It's still
okay.
a fail. Okay, so he rolled a 1 and a 4, which would have been a success.
No.
But
I
he-
have to beat his spirit roll. I don't
Well,
know if that's a
Yeah, but you're just assuming he would have beaten that 4, is what it is.
I have to assume that.
Right.
Yes.
And so you bennied and rolled again and got double ones, which were actually double twos, which got not because you're.
But I have a
wounded.
wound, so that's minus
Right.
1 to everything I do.
Okay, so you still got bennies, right?
I just spent 1, and I'm going to roll it again.
Okay, so here goes another Benny for another roll. There you go. You got a 7.
okay.
You got a 7.
Oh, no.
Let
Excellent.
this guy have like a.
Okay, so here we go. Here's Prince Doru's spirit roll.
This is a fucking.
Yes.
Oh,
Ah.
thank God.
Now he spends a Benny.
No, what? Fuck him.
And he
Yes.
still fails. And he's going to spend his last Benny.
Really?
And now, what does it do when it ties?
I have no idea. That's discretionary, I guess.
Yeah, because that
Like,
just like everything else,
generally-
meeting it is a
It's
success.
in the Solomon Kane book. If somebody wants to pop
Meeting
that
is a
open.
success, correct? Because it's basically the
Meeting is a success in everything else in the game. So
Exactly.
I have to assume it is here.
so he succeeds. You got him to waste both his bennies though,
That might be major. You know?
that might
so
be all
keep
we
that in
need to
mind.
Kill this motherfucker.
because
Yeah.
Can't soak.
big bad guys have
Can't
bennies,
soak,
and
right?
there's he can't soak shit now.
So imagine you cast a destroy Benny spell. That's
That's basically what you did.
2 Bennies, destroy 2 Bennies. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
that is amazing. Okay,
Cast
so
that every
Now
time.
he's gonna cast and destroy our entire party spell.
okay,
For real.
We got this.
Okay, here we go.
Swinging his
Believe.
fist.
Oops,
Believe it.
I did it wrong. Hold
You
on.
did it again.
Ah.
But
Oh, you did
I
it.
I was pretty good. I was pretty good because I haven't done that in a bit. So 1, all players.
Oh God.
There we go.
Is that a Joker? Or is
No,
that
it's
just
that's a
It's Jack.
it's a
that's
jack.
an ace?
It's gotten me a couple of times.
But Pirate's a third, so
Yeah,
Awesome.
the pirates go last. So, Joplin,
Punch this motherfucker.
what are you gonna do?
So I don't have control over him,
No, you do not.
but I
We
can
have to assume
cast
he now
that
knows.
spell again, right?
You can cast that spell again if you wish. Yes. You have no minuses on this to cast this either, huh?
Well, except for my
that's
wound.
crazy.
Except for your wound.
The wound.
So I'm gonna Benny that, and then that's my last one there. Right? Okay, all right.
All right. Let's see what
I'm
this
gonna do it
next.
again.
Yeah, yeah. Here.
That's
Oh,
Nice.
you got a 10. Okay, hold on a second. Let's see what he gets on his.
This guy better not ace that fucking
Spirit.
D10 or I'm gonna fucking lose my
Yes.
You got him.
Yes.
He is under your control.
I'm going to say, Prince Doru, send your men away. And
Two of them already ran off, which I should have said. I should have said that because they were still.
okay, well, send
They were
your men
affected by
away.
the fear.
There's only
So-
one man.
There's only one
other
left.
than him.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you tell him to send his man away. Okay, so on his turn he'll do something.
But on his turn, won't he make him roll? Because you're telling him to do something you wouldn't normally
No.
do?
But that's not.
He
roll,
would
right?
do that first. He will do his command first. But he gets his roll every time you tell him to do something he wouldn't do normally anyway.
Right. Okay.
So it's not against
Something it would be against his.
it's all within how it should shake down. So when it's his turn, he will roll, see if he makes it. If he doesn't, and now he's still going, I'm assuming off of the 10, correct?
Yeah, and I get 3 minutes of him.
Yeah, because he's got to. No, he's just got to succeed.
You
You
get
still-
through
you
it.
still have-
Gotta beat my
You still,
spellcast.
you still have him under control. He just doesn't do. So essentially, he would be like,
Right.
No-
Still for
Yeah,
3
he's-
minutes
yeah.
if he keeps making it.
yeah, because he's not going to tell that guy.
So it doesn't break the spell completely if he beats that roll, right?
Yeah,
But it's such acts allow the victim another opposed spirit roll to break.
opposed. Which that
Oh, to
means that
break
you
the-
would have to roll again.
Okay.
So what I'll do for this one, because it's off of the
Okay,
same
this-
roll, it's still going off of the 10. So the next time it would be if you tell him to do something and he doesn't want to do it, then you'll have to roll again. Because this is the same casting of the spell.
Well, I'm not asking him to attack any friends or commit
No.
suicide or anything like that.
No, but you're asking him to tell his men to go away, and he
I
wants.
puppet him. I control him. I think I get that.
He does. He is. Here's the thing. You get that. He gets to resist it though.
No. The victim will attack friends and even commit
Oh.
suicide, though
Mhm.
such acts allow the victim another opposed spirit roll to break the spell.
Exactly.
I'm not asking him to do anything like that.
You're telling him to send his man away.
Yeah.
He wants you guys all dead.
Okay, but
So
I
that-
control him.
Yeah. So
Doesn't
that's
matter what he wants anymore.
so that's where the roll comes in. He's going to roll and see. You've got a 10. He's got to beat a 10.
yeah,
I'm
but
not happy,
I
but
just
I think I side with the DM on this one because
So this is how this would
is
work.
like something that's against.
You're telling him to do it. He will either make the roll or fail. That's his action for the whole round. Is
yeah,
doing
but he
what
already
you do.
failed, and I control him for 3 minutes.
You failed, and that means you have him. Now, every time you tell him to do something, like let's put it this way: if you'd have
That's
told,
not what-
that's what it says, though. If it's something he wouldn't do, he wouldn't tell his men to go away because he's right in the middle of a fight with you.
all right. I think that's a wide.
I think that's the crux of the issue, though. I think he's if it's gonna put him in danger, I think he's gonna get to roll.
Yeah, and that's basically what it comes down to. He's in the middle of a fight here. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It just means the entire time he's fighting against your will. When you're trying to, it's not like he's a puppet in the sense that. Now, take for example, if this wasn't a named guy, you wouldn't care. Because this guy, a dude who's got like next to nothing to roll or anything, you're like,
Well,
yes,
you know,
sir.
the last guy put a knife in his hand, said, "Go in there and shove that in
And
somebody's."
he was a puke. He was just a nobody pirate, and he was in there. He was kung fuing it, trying to get it done for you. So okay, so
I was sort of expecting the same level of devotion.
not out of a guy like this.
As
Come on.
poor Bob.
Okay, so that on his turn, that'll happen. Now it doesn't say anything in there that if he is attacked or anything, that doesn't matter.
No,
does it?
no.
I didn't think so. Okay, so Ari, it is your turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Bolt on him
Ooh, okay, go ahead.
in a bit since I've done that. Fuck.
Yeah,
What's
Sorry.
success?
Well,
it's an attack roll is basically.
Oh,
what it is.
attack roll. Okay.
I'm gonna spend the last penny to do it
Okay,
again.
that hit him. That hit him. So roll your
Yeah, hit
damage.
him, yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's a 3d6 on a raise.
Okay.
Is that a raise or just an raise?
Because it has to be over. Because it's not.
Four. It's
Yeah.
Four over.
It has to be 4 over.
Oh,
It's not.
so
Um,
is
2d6 then.
it 5?
It's a 5.
Fuck that. I don't have anything to spend on that.
Yeah, so it hits him and it's not that big a deal. Keep in mind, a lot of these things that you guys are doing, when you're fighting against the rabble, it's really effective stuff. When you're fighting against somebody who's actually a tough son of a hombre, that's when things like these bolts and stuff are maybe not necessarily the best course of action. Brian!
Yo, do I know that he's controlled? Is there like a?
No, I don't know. I mean, we never established this.
Do his eyes glow, or does he start drooling?
I would think that he looks the
Says
exact
in
same.
the thing that there are glowing eyes involved in this.
Oh, does
But
it?
it doesn't
Or
say.
those your eyes. They're your eyes.
I would think no, because you don't want the person to seem any different, right?
Oh yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, so I would think no.
I'm just gonna play as if I don't know that, and
Attack.
I think for the past moments I was on my back foot because I had these bennies, like all my bennies that time. So I think in this moment I'm gonna have like a moment to breathe, and instead of pointing the spear, I'm going to point the end. What's it called? And I'm going to take a defensive stance and just go into defense because I underestimated him that first time. I'm not gonna do that again.
Okay. So you're just going to go defensive?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So that's going to increase your
Parry by 4.
Yeah. Okay, so it'll make it pretty hard for this guy to hit you.
Yeah.
I hope.
All right, Phoenix.
I'm running in there and I'm gonna dive bomb punch this motherfucker in the neck.
Okay,
Superman punch.
Not a called shot. I'm just punching him wherever.
it's flavor. I get it.
Okay, so let's get this character sheet open. There we go. I think that's
Oh
Oh.
shit!
Wow.
Jet.
31.
30 fucking 1.
the D12 aced twice.
Ow.
Jet.
Plus
That's
two.
what the D12 was about, huh?
When it hits hard.
Yeah, you way hit him. So go ahead and
Okay, so let's roll this damage.
yeah, and you get the
It's
extra
not great, but it's 12.
12.
12. Okay, so you hit him. He's gonna take a wound. Oh wait, because it's
No,
he's gonna be shaken.
if it's yeah, there's no way that's that high.
Yeah,
above
no.
Because if 8 didn't hit him before, then
You shook him. You shook him is
Okay.
what it is. Yeah. So he's shaken. All right. Now it's
okay. Wait, I have one more attack.
yeah. Go
Yes.
ahead.
And I'm gonna just bring the elbow back around and see if I can clock this sucker. 13.
That's a hit.
Right?
That's a hit.
Okay.
Bring the pain.
10.
Nope. Doesn't get it.
Okay.
Doesn't get over his toughness. His turn and the other pirate's turn. So the other pirate, nobody did anything to him, did he? So this guy was attacking Ari.
Sorry.
You know what? I got to have him still attack you, so he's going to come after you again. So 6, hold on. 11, I take it that hits?
Yeah. it is.
Okay, so here's his damage. Only 4, though.
Right. Doesn't.
Okay, so he doesn't get over your toughness, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So nothing happens to you. All right. Now, Mr. Doru. Let's see if he tells his man to beat feet. He sure as fuck does. He yells at him. He looks over at the other pirates. Like, get out of here! And so he commands him to get out of here. And the pirate looks like he's a little taken back by it, but
He's not going to
Yeah.
dare not do it, right?
yeah, he'll. I'm assuming do it. I would think he
Yeah.
would. I would. But now here's the thing. He still gets to go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he
So-
just attack me?
No, that's
No,
just
no,
the
no,
regular
but-
pirate.
Oh, you're talking about Doru. Sorry.
But I have him again. I have him under control.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be able to attack.
Now, because I see what you're
Because he's-
saying, but
Puppet.
He's under a charm
Puppet.
person.
he's
Yeah.
a charmed person, and you know what that means? He won't attack Joplin. Joplin's his buddy. Everybody else is fair game unless specifically commanded not to attack. Like on your next round, you could go, "Don't attack my friends," and now he would have to listen to you. See, now I'm starting to figure out. So this is how next time, if you instead of going, "Command your guy to go," you do it. Say, "Hey, don't attack my friends," and he'd be like, and he would stand there and he wouldn't be able to do anything. So
Or is he going to roll again? Because
I don't think you'd roll for that one, right?
to
You
attack.
would- right?
I don't think so, because the epitome of this is essentially he's your puppet because you have control of him, but it's just I'm ruling it just like with the charm spell that is very prevalent in D&D. You're his best friend, and he's still under your guise and your control and would do what you tell him, but he's still going to act how he would normally act unless that directly goes against the command that was given to him. So if you command him not to attack anybody, then he won't because he's your puppet. But,
Okay.
but until you do, he will still continue to act normally. Don't worry about it. My man Jonathan Bryam over here, he's got +4 now to his AC. Because I would assume he would still go after him, because that's who he was fighting against. So here we go. We got attack 1, and that's gonna, I think, miss. And attack 2, I think both of those will miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
pretty
he's
sure.
got a +4 now on his parry.
I can't see his character sheet, but
You know what?
I don't know.
I can. Let me go and take a look. Dun, dun, dun. Ah, there's the characters. Brian. Let's take a look at the sheet. And let's find, where's the parry on these things?
Toward the
Barry's
top.
middle at the top.
Yeah.
Middle of
Box.
the top.
Yeah, you can see
Yeah.
it there.
Derived stats, pace, parry, toughness.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so his parry is a 9 normally. So he just got a +4 to that.
Yeah,
So
so
these are
13.
2 misses. So he miss. Okay.
Okay.
So now, let's go ahead and redeal. Oh, I ran out of cards.
I was like, what's happening over there?
I need to shuffle the deck. Let's try it again. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. He goes dead last. You guys got it. And Joplin, how fitting. You get to go first.
Prince Doru, stop attacking my friends. Come over to me.
Excellent. Okay. So that's what he'll do on his turn. Ari, it's your turn.
I mean, I can try bolt again. That's the best I can do at this point.
Yeah.
as
You
far
really
as
just need to
timing
roll
goes.
high to damage him is basically what it is. What do we got there?
A 7
A
on
7.
spell casting.
Okay.
Is that do I get any pluses for the gang up, or is that only in fighting?
I would say definitely let's give you
Him
a
and
plus
Brian
for
are
the gang up.
definitely
Yeah.
engaged. They're engaged
So
with it.
you're gonna let's give him that'd be 1,
I think it's a
2.
+1 for each person who's
Yeah,
flanking.
Joplin, you're still by the door though, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
but
so we'll give you +2. So that was 7, 8, 9. That's still not gonna do it. You miss it
Fair
by
enough.
1. You miss it by 1,
Back on that.
unless you want to use a Benny.
I don't have any.
Okay. All right. It would be Brian's turn, but we're just gonna flip it, and we're gonna let Phoenix go first and then Brian will just go after you.
All right.
Oh wait, nope, there he
Oh,
is.
here
He's
he
here.
is.
He's here. Okay,
Perfect.
so this is what happened. Okay, you're on mute.
I apologize for that.
That's all right.
That's right. You got attacked.
Easy walker buys. Continue.
So this is what happened. Okay, it came to his turn. It was Doru's turn, and Doru has not been commanded to do anything differently, so he continues with the fight. He tries to hit you, fails 2 attacks on you. Your total defense, totally got it.
Fantastic. Every time he misses, I swing back as a counterattack. Use my
Excellent.
counterattack edge.
Okay, go ahead and make those
He
rolls
missed-
then.
He missed twice.
He missed
Yeah.
twice on you.
Yeah. Attack that motherfucker.
Ooh,
That's
that's a
13.
hit. That's a hit.
That's a hit. Let's see if I do enough damage. It's a
No.
7.
Okay.
That's a
No.
9.
Oh, it's a 9.
Yeah,
Huh?
because the flankings. Or the gang.
Yeah.
Well,
the
it's
gang.
Wait, no, we need a
Oh, we've got a
rating
whole bunch of pluses though.
above his parry. Is that how that works?
the 13 needs to be above his parry. It's above 13 is above his parry.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Is it
Plus-
4 or more above
No.
his parry?
It is not.
Well,
If it's
plus
14.
Joplin and I.
Oh, you guys are around as well?
Yeah. So he would get
Oh,
the
right,
gang
yeah, you
up.
get
So
the
yeah,
plus.
so 2. So it is.
Gang
So,
up
yeah,
bonus.
15.
So 7, it would be 9 then.
It'd be 9. Does that do damage?
No, you miss it by 1.
That's fine. You missed the second time, and that's going to be a total of 5.
Yeah, that's not going to do
That's
it.
nothing. Okay, great.
Okay.
That's it.
So nothing really ended up different there. So
Yeah.
he attacked you, missed. You retaliated, missed. Joplin's turn went. Joplin says, "Stop attacking my friends and come over to me." And then Ari went, tried to shoot him with a bolt. Nothing happened. And now it is your turn.
Fantastic. He's walking away, or he's still fighting?
Not yet. He's still engaged with you. It's not his turn, but you think he is. I mean, if I don't know. Here's the thing. You only know about this new power with Joplin today, so it's up to you.
Unless he's showing like visual signs of being different, I'm going to continue with the fight as well. Just going to swing the spear and see if I can strike him.
Get him.
Nice.
That hits.
15.
Yeah,
Great.
hits. And that is over 4, so you'll get the wild die and damage.
10.
That
Which hits
better.
it does. And so he's going to.
And isn't he already shaken?
He's already shaken, so that's going to give him a wound.
Great.
And he remains shaken. Okay.
Nice.
And you just have the one attack.
I just did the one. Mhm.
But you just gotta find Shake to walk over to you.
Okay, so even shaking you get to move, but it's at a minus, isn't it? I thought it was like half of your movement.
Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah,
That sounds familiar.
Okay, Phoenix.
I'm just gonna punch him in the head again.
Get him.
I mean, not in the head. I'm gonna punch. I'm not calling any shots for those real sticklers out there. Let's see.
That
12
hits.
right?
You're using your weighted gloves, are you not?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Did the prayers help at all?
Not yet. There was only one prayer. Ooh,
Nice.
Look
Nice.
at that. Oh, he gets the 18 on the damage. Okay, so that's 8 points over. That's going to throw my boy 2 wounds. And guess what? Oh, no.
Nice.
I'm
That's
not.
the third.
I'm sorry, and it's worth noting. I'm not trying to kill him yet. I'm trying to incapacitate him right now.
You really with that haymaker like sent him staggering and what have you. Now here's something that I forgot. I forgot Prince Doru's counterattack thing, but this is where he is been commanded not to attack his friends, and thusly it comes into effect. So you get more than one attack, don't you, Phoenix?
I do. So let's see if I can round this sucker out.
Incapacitate him more.
You get +2.
+2, right?
So it's 10.
It's a 10.
That's a hit.
It is.
Heyo.
Okay, right. So I guess I was convinced it was 12 because I kept rolling 12 to hit him, and it was working. Okay.
So 11.
11.
11, is that enough?
I think that's
He
another
is-
wound.
Okay, if I'm not trying to kill this guy, I just want him down.
He is down.
Okay.
Woo!
And I'm going to grab him by the scruff of his neck and be like, Joplin.
What? You want me to do it? I mean, I'm fine with you doing it.
Oh my God! Are you guys gonna argue about
No. If they are going to continue like this,
They
I'm
are
gonna
doing this
stab
right-
him in with a goddamn dagger.
Okay, so this is what happens: is Joplin comes up and because he like just collapses to the ground when you hit him that time. So then Phoenix reaches in and pulls up like by his hair, pulls up his head, and is oh, he's bald. You can't do that. So you just prop him up. And
Grab him
it's
by
like,
the neck.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, hey, are you gonna come, Joplin? Come do this. And Joplin's like, I'm okay with you doing it. And then Ari just walks over and sticks her dagger straight into his throat. Blood just
And I'm
squirts out.
like so exhausted and bloody and beaten up, and I'm just stabbing him right through his goddamn throat.
That's multiple
What just
stabs.
happened? And I'm going to look pointedly at Joplin and be like, you burn the man's house down. You come all the way here and start this whole thing, and you can't. I thought that was the whole point of coming here. You wanted them dead.
You need to finish the job.
While you guys are having this conversation, you start hearing the whistles of the sentinels being
Do you
blown.
people not know that I was just puppeting him around? Do you not know that I disappeared into the ground? I came up inside the warehouse. I came out through a burning building. I took control of the man. I had him send the guard away.
If Jocelyn's going on this, I'm headed out.
Okay.
I don't give a shit. I'm hurt.
Well, this is where we're ending. We're ending with you in the alley,
Arguing over a death.
arguing over Doru. This is very typical. This is exactly how it should be. And so and you hear the whistles of the sentinels and the town guard coming. And then that's where we're going to end the episode.
All
I
right,
want to
this
say
one's good.
thank you to everybody who's tuned in. And Brett, the prince is dead. It took a little bit, but they got around to doing
A
it.
little bit, a little longer.
Yeah. All right. So
Jocelyn.
I want to thank everybody who's tuned in and watched this episode. Thank you very much. As always, we appreciate it. If you enjoy the show, tell your friends about it. Have them come on and check us out. If you're not a part
Join
of
the
the
Discord channel.
join the
below.
Discord channel, it is down below in the, what do you call that? You call it the doobly-doo?
That's only on YouTube here. I don't know what they call it. There's so many things down there.
Yeah, I guess we'll call it the down below. There's a link down below on Twitch.
Put
If
us
you
in the
scroll
upside
down.
down.
Yeah, the upside down. Ooh, I like that. So, so go ahead and do that. Also, please remember that we have every Tuesday night, same time. It is the 9 p.m. Eastern time. We have Greyhawk Presents, and we're currently doing The Ghosts of Saltmarsh. So please check in for that. And we're going to have more news coming up in the near future about more stuff that's coming to the channel. As always, we're working on other things here and there, so forth and so on. You can always catch past episodes of this show over on YouTube on the Wicked Studios channel. You can catch the Savage Lands, which are up to date. The podcasts are not up to date. I'm off by 2 episodes. I still need to put those up there. But soon the podcasts will be on Podbean. Same thing. You can look for Tales of a Savage Land there. If you go to YouTube, you could just Google Tales of a search for Tales. You know what I'm trying to say. Search for Tales of a Savage Land, and you'll find them that way too. It's the first thing that's going to pop up for you. So you can find me on Twitter. I almost said Twitch. At Giant Stop, if you want to give me a shout there. And don't forget, on Facebook, there's a Tales of a Savage Land Facebook page where we do Tales of a Savage Land specific information. But there's also the Facebook page for Wicked Studios, where you can go there, and then there's a Facebook page for the Greyhawk Presents, or there it's just called Greyhawk Adventures. But we also have the downrolled episodes, and all that is on the Wicked Studios Facebook page. But enough of all that technical jargon. Let's have everybody here say goodbye and good night. Grace, go ahead.
I'm Grace. I played Ari tonight. You can find me Wednesday nights here at I think it's 9 Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
And on Twitter, Instagram, whatever, as FFS Grace.
Excellent. Hey, am I doing? I guess I go into Jonathan. Go ahead. I always
Hello.
go ahead. Sorry.
Jonathan, Brian, sorry for disappearing there for a second, but thank you for tuning in. And same as Grace, you can find me here Wednesday nights. Thank you.
All right, Dylan.
Hey, Dylan Trahan. Follow me on Twitter at Dylan Trahan. That's probably the easiest way. And it's spelled the way you probably think it is. If you're wrong, you'll probably find someone else who's lovely to follow. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next week.
And last but not least, we have the ever lovable Uncle Tony.
Every time he says that, it's like spell it like it sounds. I always think back to Barney Miller with Wojciechowicz, where every time he ever says Sergeant Wojciechowicz, you spell it like it sounds, and people.
I hated that
Yeah.
show.
Uncle Tony, you playing? You hated Barney Miller?
I hated Barney Miller, man. I don't know what it was about that. I think it was the theme music. It just really ruined it for me right off from the get-go.
Fair enough. That's
Yeah, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, that was a cool, funky bass line.
I don't know what to tell you.
Well, you disappoint me.
Yeah, I do that a lot. I'll put you on a list.
I'm kidding. So Uncle Tony, and you can find me as Stupid Tony on Twitter, Uncle Tony on YouTube. I don't know. I'm here on Wednesday nights.
You got a lot of good stuff on YouTube, though, man.
I got a bunch of shit now. I got reaction videos for 3 different shows.
And you know what I could really go for now that we're done? A cookie. I could really go for a cookie. Where would somebody get a delicious cookie there, Tony?
They can go to crumbtogether.com. Nobody, the 12 people watching aren't going to go there. But
They could. You don't know.
actually, Mallenry could show up at any point. I got to be prepared.
They're still waiting on that, huh?
Yeah.
One of these
You
days,
guys
she's going to have
ship
a day off.
outside of the continental United States?
I can't. It's all kinds of shit to go to Canada.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll have to come
I can
to-
put it on a carnet, but that means you have to actually send it back to me too, because it can't stay in Canada. It's weird rules.
That's what they say.
There's lots of tariffs.
Especially
our guy
on-
doesn't like your
and the
guy.
cookie tariff is killing us
Yeah.
here.
Especially on cookies, man.
Yeah,
The
the
cookie
You gotta
tariff.
watch out for those.
Yeah, exactly. All right, everybody. Again, thank you very much for tuning in and watching the show, and we will see you next week.
yeah.
Bye. Peace out.
Night, everyone.